It's got to be something that I can relate to. Like if it's like Al Green or shit, I'm like, I feel like I'm fucking in blackface.
Well, so you become Al Green?
I'm like, yeah. You like that? Oh yeah.
Shit, you've had a lot of guests in this chair.
Yeah, a lot of fat guests. When you're skinny, you just you fall into it. 175 pounds.
What's up, man?
Dude, it's good to have you here.
We got to put this into my mouth.
Yeah.
Cool.
We were talking on the walk up about business and being busy, and it's so funny. I feel like there's always snakes in business, and the music industry was pilfered with them. I mean, the music industry was the most shady industry there was, in that everyone got fucked in the music. Everyone. The only way you could move forward was to get fucked.
Yeah.
And then in comedy, it was in a weird way, it was the opposite. Although there was just the business model was fucked. The business model was fucked is that the club owners were trying to make money off beer and food, and so the club owners kind of lowballed you. But it wasn't like no. But then we had this moment where comedians were like this, and now you look at podcasting, and we're getting fucked in podcasting.
Word.
Oh, dude, the app, not me because I'm older, right? So if you started a podcast like 12 years ago, 9 years ago, you're probably locked in. But the younger guys that have way bigger podcasts than me are getting fucked in the ass.
Why? Where do you release your podcast? Who's not paying them?
Because so like Shane and Matt McCusker have a Patreon. They're doing perfectly
Patreon.
fine. Patreon, you're fine. That is direct to consumer. That is VOD. That is releasing a special every week that people sign up and pay for. But the advertisers, man, I remember being my first meeting when the guy sat me down and he was like, and mind you, I was doing my own podcast, right? I had it was like a $600 investment, and all I had was a H4n.
Mike.
Yeah, and 2 mics, and that was it.
Yeah.
And I put it all on. I did everything myself, and I had sponsors. I was getting sponsors were paying $1,500 an ad for a 1 minute read. And then this guy came in. I wish I could tell you his name, but I forgot it.
Okay.
He's no longer in business, I don't think.
All right.
And he was like, "Let me tell you about how this works." He was like flashy. He was like, "We're gonna bring you in. You need a podcast. I got a team who's going to put you in a studio to do it." Now, immediately I was like, ugh, we have to sit in a studio? We do it in my back house. I don't have to leave anywhere. And then he's like, and I got all the mics. I got all the things you need. He didn't even know what they were. He didn't even know. And he was like, and then I bring in the ad sales. And I was like, really? And he goes, yeah, and we split it 50-50. And I was like, that's so funny. I get like, I think my cut then was like 90-10.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, 90-10? You getting 10%? I go, no, I get 90. He's like, yeah, but I'm getting you top dollar. And I was like, how much do you think you can get for an ad read? And he was already skimming off the top. It's like $700 an ad read. And I go, we'll split that 50-50? He was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, wow. And now when you look at these companies start a podcast network, and they already have set you up to fuck you. Once you start hiring people, you get fucked. The whole business model's fucked.
Right.
And now
like that everywhere.
But now music's the exact opposite. I feel like you're someone that runs your own ship.
Yeah, but I've got fucked. I've seen people get fucked. So yeah, I definitely run my own ship along with these guys right here. This is it.
But it's like all of a sudden, like, do you ever look at it like, yeah, but we're making enough money to pay for everything. So then the business model still works, right?
Yeah. This is working. What I'm doing is working.
Wildly.
So we like it. It's confusing, man, to compare all these other different industries and then the way that people take advantage of these industries and shit. Like, I'm at that age right now where I know I don't know shit. I'm like, it's all so nuanced and confusing.
How old are you, 41?
Yeah. Wait, no, I think I just had a birthday. I'm 42.
Really?
Wait, did I have a birthday? Yeah, I had a birthday.
Shit. I know a guy in Indonesia didn't know his 25th birthday.
Uh-huh.
He posted it online. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
So wait, can I ask you, what was it like being young and white in hip hop when you're talented, but you kind of gotta, like, in an industry, and I apologize if this sounds wild, but this is how I envision it, where you got to cower to guys that aren't that talented, but they're blacker than you.
No, that's not what it was.
There were never a time where you're the white guy and you were singled out. They're like, well, who's this corny white guy? And then you're in a group wherever all of a sudden some guy's just like louder and he's like, fuck him, he ain't shit.
No, I came up as a battle rapper.
Yeah.
And I was in the streets like I'm old enough where I was doing this shit before 8 Mile. You know, and Eminem was that motherfucker, right? And I'm like, oh shit. I thought I was about to be like the second white rapper. You know, and there's been maybe fucking, I don't know, 700 since then. No. You know what I mean? So I was always fuck you. I was that's why a lot of people didn't like me. I was really abrasive and aggressive from where I came from.
Yeah. But there was no pecking order, like, because when we started stand-up, there were guys now that I know that weren't as talented as I was, but they were at the table first. So all of a sudden you like had to show up and you're like, I want to get on stage. And they're like, who are you?
I was always disrespectful. I was always...
For real?
Yeah. I was always really nasty. And I was a jokester too. And I was like, I was doing that wild boy shit or jackass shit too. Like I was fucking crazy. And so, everything was localized, and the people I hung with, they didn't really fuck around with me. You know what I'm saying? We got into street fights and people knew me and I was battling in the streets and shit. And, you know, we did all right. You know, my face is broken and I have surgeries everywhere. And, you know, but I was never cowering to nobody or.
Really?
You know, there's always been like, obviously, here comes that white boy. And I'm like hell yeah, let's go. You know, and then here comes the jokes. You know what I'm saying? So, and that was always there, but it wasn't like, I went home and looked in the mirror and was like, oh my God, I'm white. You know what I mean? Oh no. You know what I'm saying? It was.
That's how I was.
Yeah.
But that's why I feel
that's how I go to sleep every night. I'm just, oh shit, I'm white again today.
Well, no, but it's like in an industry that's run by one culture to come from a different culture. Like in comedy, it was like, it's, you know, like I was thinking of you today and I was thinking this is going to sound, or whatever it sounds like. Women, when you're a funny woman, you're still just funny, right? But there's so many women that go, we don't get a chance in comedy. And you're like, well, but you know, there's a lot of mediocrity that's complaining.
Yeah.
And I was like, I wonder if that's what it's like to be a white rapper. If is like, they're not giving opportunity, but like, well, there's a lot of shitty ones. And the ones that are good, right, rise to the top.
Well, the one thing I say is like, white rappers are like fishermen. They don't like seeing another white rapper on the same, you know, it's like,
that's
there's another white rapper here. Like, they don't like seeing each other.
Really?
Yeah. I just think there's some weird shit going on for me when I see a comment on one of my things that like, oh my God, Prof's top 5 rappers of all time. And then they'll just list all white rappers. And I'm like, that's not true. You know what I'm saying? Something weird is going on right there. You know what I mean? So there's some weird, there's still racism going on in undertones in every place, you know? So, you know, I just trying to move with nuance and respect, you know, where I go, you know, and just keep it at that. You know, it's confusing as fuck, but yeah.
Do you think that like it's less? What do you think is more important? Because I know your upbringing wasn't like, I mean, ideal.
Yeah.
Like,
it was cool though. I mean, I had a great time, but I've had some fucked up things happen. You know what I mean? So
is it more noticeable when you hang out with someone like when you hang out with other people where you go like, oh yeah, I guess not every family took a family photo in a Twins championship T-shirt.
Yeah, I mean, it's
the most white trash thing I've ever seen in my life. Without a doubt.
That was the most fancy thing I thought. I was like, where are you getting at? Are you getting at that I'm fancy? That was the fanciest thing I've ever done. My family has never been we only afforded the same shit like one time. We bought all the same shirts, and that was like the fanciest thing I've ever done. I saw
that picture, and I was like, oh, he had a great family. And then I was like, wait, are they all in Twins championship T-shirts?
We won the championship. What else was a Minnesota family supposed to do?
Oh my God. Like, I can only speak as a white guy. We got collared shirts.
Oh yeah.
That was the high end of that picture.
No. That was probably the highlight of my childhood.
Really?
And you just said it was the lowest.
Can you pull up that picture, please?
You just said that was the lowest moment. That was like that my family was finally happy. Like maybe no one was getting abused
like the perfect,
at the time.
No, but you know what it is? It's like I was saying to Leanne, my wife today. I was like, it's the little thing you notice that's just off a little bit. And you're like, oh wow,
Wonder what's going on in there.
Like, yeah, there's more to this story. No,
I don't know where'd you find that? Was it Sickler's shit?
I have zero idea. I saw it a long time ago.
It was Sickler's shit.
They're never going to be able to find it.
No, you won't find it.
You're never going to find it.
No.
But it's a picture I saw. I don't know when I saw it, but I saw it and I went, oh, so he went like grew up like in like a regular family.
Nice.
And then I was watching it and I was like, wait, hold on. Oh wait, is that? Oh yeah, he's from Minnesota. I was like, that's the year that. It's like, wait, are they all wearing that shirt?
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, wait, they're all wearing this shirt.
That's crazy that you think that's like. Okay, so last night we were going over.
You got to remember, I'm a different shade of white.
Yeah.
Like I'm not like I'm trying to do a bit on this. I'm not a tucked in white, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm an untucked white, and I'm not a sunglasses on the back of the hat white or sunglasses on the hat at all. I'm a sunglasses on the collar white.
Whoa, I didn't even. So you're explaining these where you put your sunglasses, and I don't even.
Where do your sunglasses go? It defines what kind of white you are.
On the table. They're either on my face or they're not.
Hold on. Hang on. Are you a sunglasses on the face white indoors?
No, I put them down.
Because that's
I can't do this. Oh, and I can't go on the hat. No.
No, right. Okay, so we're finding out the whites.
No.
Okay, are you a flip-flop white?
No, hell no. I can't be in flip-flops.
Okay, I'm a flip-flop white.
No, I can't do that.
So like, because there are things, we learned today that culturally black people don't love toffee. You don't love toffee either.
No.
So like, but I think that's a cultural, that comes from like England. Like that's, you know?
No, I was born and raised in Powderhorn, Minneapolis on the south side. That's a black neighborhood in the 90s. It was the highest murder per capita in the country.
I'm familiar with a tad bit of your upbringing in that like there were shootings on your block.
Yeah,
like,
so last night we were like, okay, let's go over some talking points if you need. We were like, when was the last time we wrote down talking points?
Wait,
so
what talking points did you come up with?
Things that, to talk about. And he forwarded me, the honeydew when you just go over your negative shit.
Yeah.
So here's all the negative things in a bullet point form, Born into poverty, mom and dad divorced that. This is so crazy reading. I read over this, I was like, oh shit. Born into poverty, mom and dad divorced at age 2. Abusive bipolar father, observed multiple murders during childhood. Father burned down house. Father passed away unexpectedly. And then it's a long list. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
So that, yeah.
Well, see, my list is not that bad.
I got plenty I can write songs, though. I can write a hell of a song.
My songs would, I think that's why I'm not that kind of artist. Like my life wasn't tough, but I got to envision the toughness. And then whatever I saw, I couldn't measure if that was as bad as the thing that wasn't really bad, or it was because I thought everything was like, I was so melodramatic.
Yeah, right. Like for a billionaire's child, everything must suck. Like, oh shit, I had to tie my own shoes today. Like that's probably got to be a horrible experience.
I just talked to a billionaire's child. I just talked to him the other day, and I said, I don't know the right way to say this. I don't without saying who the billionaire's child is.
I know, yeah. Do you
know who he is?
You're about to get murdered in like next week.
And I was talking about living. And I'll try to do it this right.
Okay.
Do you live out of scarcity or out of abundance?
Right.
He was like, well, I see life in abundance. And I was like, I've always operated out of scarcity because I didn't, I told you I didn't grow up. I know what people think I grew up rich, but I didn't grow up rich. I just grew up white. Mm-hmm. So you couldn't tell that we just hid it. Like we bought a house. We bought a house when I was in 9 years old, 10 years old. We built a house. So we had money to build a house because we could get a loan because we were white. You could get a loan. Mm-hmm. But then we didn't have the money to pay for that house, so we didn't have furniture in it. So if you walked into our house, there was zero furniture on the first floor, but we had beds. And then we got couches that we rented to pay off. And by the way, those couches I moved to New York City with. But then also it's the narrative is so much easier if you dislike me to go, well, he grew up rich. Okay, yeah. I'm not going to deny that I didn't grow up poor. So, what are you going to do? But when I hear your story, I go, well, I definitely didn't grow up like that.
Yeah.
Like we didn't wear Tampa Bay Bucks jerseys for a picture. No, but that's a different type of white.
I thought we were flossing. Bro, my dad came, hey.
Oh my God.
Hey, there it goes. Matching shirts for everybody. I'm like, this is when I was like, bro, are we rich?
It's so funny.
Yeah.
Because so that's your oldest sister to the left.
Yep.
Why do I know that?
Yep. And then it's in order. then that one, then that one, and then me, and then that one.
And your dad passed away.
Yep.
Divorced it too, but that's
my stepmom.
That's your stepmom.
And then that's a new child down there.
Oh, wow. So that's the stepbrothers. That's why he's in the away jersey or the home jersey?
Yeah.
What's in away jerseys?
Champs. Hey, that's the last. I think that's the last time any male sport won in Minnesota right there.
What year is that? Is that Kirby Puckett
That's
years?
the last champion, Kirby Puckett. God damn.
I was really into baseball at that time.
It's been a minute.
Now, your middle sister, what's she doing? The one in the middle.
Charity.
Her name's Charity?
Yep.
Her name's Charity? She's working in charity.
No, that's her name.
Okay.
You know, doing some shit.
Well, I mean,
Charity, I love you, Charity.
So wait, because you experience roughness, and you get in.
All of us are fucked up. All of us are super fucked up. I think the most normal person is Sarah, the one that looks like a little white devil over in the right.
She looks like Martha Plimpton.
She's probably the most normal person there.
Can you pull up a picture of Martha Plimpton and see if this is what she looks like in real life? Do you know who Martha Plimpton is?
Mm-mm.
This is I'm dying to see if this is what your sister looks like. Can you do like Martha Plimpton in the 80s?
Oh,
Martha Plimpton.
She don't look like that now. Oh, yeah.
Is that what your
Younger.
sister looks like?
Yeah, that ain't bad.
So tell me about I want to know what family memories you have that were fun. Because I think sometimes it's easier to go I think it sells better online when you talk about your hardships.
For sure.
One of my really best friends is one of the biggest podcasts in the world. Very seldomly do you hear about how fun his childhood is.
Yeah.
And you're I have a couple actually of friends, and it seems to sell better when you go dude, it was tough. My parents divorced.
Mm-hmm.
I struggled. That's what fans want to hear because I think that's what they identify with. It's very tough to be dude, I remember going to see E.T. with my whole family.
Yeah.
It's the coolest memory.
That man right there, my dad was, we're all pretty sure he's bipolar because he was undiagnosed. You know what I'm saying?
He died in 90 something?
I don't
Yeah,
know. I don't do math. But
you were 18
fun
when he passed,
as
right?
Fuck. He was so much fun.
Bipolar people
He was so much fun. So, he played video games with me. He played basketball with me. Yeah. And then if something happened, it was very volatile or whatever. But he was like a preacher. He could win over a room. He's how I've, developed my humor and shit. He was lightning fast. He could take over a room and be the most charismatic man, bow.
Yeah.
And so like father, like son, you know what I'm saying? But I'm rapper, preacher, same thing. You know what I'm saying? So,
same, I think. All right, now that it's spring and I'm outside a lot more, I walk to work every day. I've been making plans. Leanne and I are traveling a little bit. The girls are still in college, but we've got our time. I'm just doing more in general, and that's why every time this part of the season hits, I realize I want clothes that keep up with all the things that I'm doing. But updating your wardrobe every spring can get expensive fast. And honestly, that's why I started looking for a better option. And I ended up signing up for a Fabletics as a VIP, which completely changes how I shop this time of year. The new VIP unlocks major savings on that first purchase. So trying new pieces feels way more doable. I got the best Fabletics tracksuit to fly in. They have sent me a bunch of who doesn't love a black t-shirt? Come on. And these collared shirts, 3 buttons, look at how light and enjoyable these look, but more importantly, their tracksuits are to die for. I'm telling you, I got the best clothing options when I signed up with the new VIP with Fabletics. I got 70 to 80% off everything, and it made it super easy to grab new pieces without overthinking it. When you're getting 70 to 80% off, you literally think there's got to be a catch. No, the quality is phenomenal. It surprised me. Everything feels super premium, super soft, super breathable, and built to last. And you're not just paying those premium brand prices. You're getting good stuff. And what I like the most is super versatile how these pieces are. This is the top, throw on with a pair of jeans, looks slick. You work out in it. You wear it on a hike. You got matching sets, lightweight hoodies, joggers, tees. It's kind of stuff you can throw on in the morning and literally wear all day long and not think about it. And honestly, it made me appreciate the membership even more. It's not just activewear and loungewear. It really is one-stop shop for a lifestyle. Like everything you can wear, everyday sets, comfy pieces, even scrubs all in one place, which is pretty freaking amazing. Shop now at fabletics.com/Bertcast to get 70 to 80% off everything when you sign up as a new VIP. Take a quick style quiz and be sure to select Bertcast when prompted to unlock this offer. This is a limited time offer, so do not wait. Again, that's fabletics.com/Bertcast for 70 to 80% off everything as a new VIP. The last 4 months have been tough on me. I had a series launch. I got a blood clot. It traveled to my lungs. My tour bus burnt down. My dog died. And my kids are in college, and they're not calling, quite honestly, as much as I'd like them to call. I just wrapped up my tour, and I'm going into production on season 2 of Free Bert. On anyone's plate, that's a lot. I feel like I've lived a lifetime in the last 4 months, and I've been sober, which I have not done my entire adult life. Thank God I'm in therapy. That's all I'll say. As you know me, I've always been honest on these podcasts. Thank God I'm in therapy. Finding a therapist is hard enough, but finding one who actually takes your insurance, that's where most online therapy platforms fall short. Many do not work with insurance at all, which means you're stuck paying the full cost out of pocket or paying for an expensive monthly subscription, which if you're in therapy like myself at a certain point, and by the way, I will say this, when I was younger and money wasn't where it is today, I started going to, do I need the therapy? Rula does things differently. They partner with over 100 insurance plans, making the average copay just $15 per session. That is real therapy from a licensed professional at a price that actually makes sense to me and to you. Think about it. You use your insurance benefits to maintain your physical health. Why wouldn't you do the same for your mental health? And Rula isn't just affordable. The experience is tailored around you. Other online therapy platforms might match you with the first available provider, whether you're the right fit or not. Rula considers your goals, preferences, and background to provide you a curated list of licensed in-network therapists who are actually aligned with what you need, because they know that finding the right therapist can make all the difference, and that is the absolute truth. No wait list, no frustrating back and forth. Rula makes it easy to find mental health provider who is accepting new patients, and appointments are available as soon as tomorrow. Plus, Rula sticks with you throughout your journey, checking in to make sure your care is helping you move forward. Just go to rula.com/Bertcast to get started today. That's RULA.com/Bertcast for quality therapy that's covered by insurance. Thousands of people are already using Rula to get affordable, high-quality therapy that's actually covered by insurance. Visit rula.com/Bertcast to get started. That's RULA.com/Bertcast. You deserve mental health care that works with you, not against your budget.
You know, my idea of religion obviously is different from most, because I would see him to, preaching and being, people just adore him, to coming back home and whooping my ass in the same day. So I'm like, oh, that's fake. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker's fake.
Define whooping your ass, because I think my kids would hear this right now and they go, you got spanked.
Yeah, a little bit more than that.
But but put a face on it to kids that don't get fucking hit anymore.
Yeah. Spanking is cool. Whatever. I got spanked. There's other things, like getting thrown down stairs and shit, that aren't as different.
That's insane that you would have a dad who would preach to a fucking pulpit of people. And I would have so much sincere, sweet moments with him too. Like, he'd take me up north in Minnesota on the North Shore on Lake Superior and shit, and we'd spend like the weekend together, and it would be like perfect. And he'd be like, "Come sit." He really tender moments too, like one-on-one too. You know what I mean? So it was wild. Wow.
Yeah. So like, I've feared him a lot. So then during these tender moments, I was just like, okay, So then I was opened up, and I was like mushed to him too, like, oh my God, it was wild.
It's got to give you a cynical sense of humor. Like
no doubt.
Right?
Yeah. No, yeah.
Where like everything, even as a child, you're in church and you're seeing people interact, just roll in your head. You have to be going like, yeah, but what are they like at home?
Yeah, no doubt. For a while, I was just kind of assumed like everyone was bipolar or something, because he was like the best. He was the best of the best. So I assumed everyone was like bipolar and just a little bit worse than him.
No drugs and alcohol?
No alcohol, but I think he was on pain pills and shit, because then he'd just like disappear on, like opiates and stuff. And he'd be like in bed because of a bad back for days at a time and shit like that. And I think that he might use that to self-medicate too, to try and, I don't know. He was a nurse too, so he had access to a lot of shit.
Wow. Dude, those nurses, that's the, and addiction, the weird thing about addiction is it creeps up on you and it happens to everyone. Like anyone's susceptible. You might think the strongest motherfucker, they just never got bit. And once you get bit, and nurses get bit.
Nurses smoking cigarettes. Nurses are the fucking worst.
Have you ever fucked a nurse?
Probably.
They're clean. They're always, and I have a buddy who should have shown up to work today because I wouldn't have told this story. But he was like, I said the same thing. Our nurses are clean. He goes, not all of them. And I went, oh, never mind. I guess I don't need to hear the rest of that story. He's like, boy, I'll tell you. But nurses are badass. But your dad was a nurse?
Mm-hmm.
And then what was, you could live with your mom and your dad and you chose your dad.
No, I lived half and half.
Half and half? What was your mom like?
My mom, angel.
Really?
Angel. The
Still
only
alive?
reason I'm alive. Yeah. She's the only reason I'm alive. I found art. She cultivated my art. And so now I think about, making music or painting or all the ways that I can express myself. And I'm like, oh shit, that was it. If I wouldn't have found art, I'd still be probably selling drugs and, I'd probably be in prison, honestly.
I only tell you the story to see if it relates. My cousin Abe played UTFO for me. Roxanne, right? That was my introduction to hip hop. I mean, I seen it on 2020. That's so white to say.
Your introduction to hip hop was on 2020. Was the news? It was the news.
Urban children in New York City are dancing.
Yeah, they're reciting poems at each other,
and they're dancing for a reason. Times are good in the Bronx. And then they were doing hip hop dance, and I was like, oh, this is cool. Like break, it's called break dancing.
You just said they were doing hip hop dance.
Yeah. And then it is right around the time of Michael Jackson. This is I'm probably 10 years old, and Michael Jackson moonwalks. Dancing was my introduction to hip hop. Because I not that I say I'm a dancer, but I really identified
Get
more.
Get up and break dance, man. Come on,
dude,
pop and lock. Can you pop and lock, dude?
I got into breakdance battles. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, legit. Your turn.
Oh, shit. All right.
Dude, I'm way blacker than anyone ever thinks. Or maybe more attached to the culture. I think is probably the right way to say it.
Attached to the culture in a way that meaning
I know
you see it through the news. You see it through 2020.
I shocked Jess Hilarious. Do you know who Jess Hilarious is? She's on the Breakfast Club.
Oh, yeah.
I saw her on the red carpet the other day. I went, Jess Hilarious. And she looked at me like, who the fuck is this? I was like, my name's Bert Kreischer. By the way, she's interviewing comedians. She had zero idea who any of the comedians were. She was like, I think she's a comedian herself, but so it's not her onus to know who the fuck I am. But if you are doing the red carpet, maybe get a beat sheet. But I was like, I'm such a fan. And then I was like, I'm a fan of the Breakfast Club. She probably can't imagine that a 53-year-old white guy enjoys the Breakfast Club. I guess, and I don't blame her. But and so I guess I'm more a fan of the culture in general. It's what I identified with. I
mean, bro, hip hop, black culture is American culture. So if you just want to tap into what's going on, it's right here going on.
It is American culture.
Yeah.
But who introduced you? Did someone had to go how did you find it? How did you stumble on it?
There was 2 white kids on my block. I was one of them. I wasn't introduced to this.
No, but the first time you heard
young,
it.
I'm 10 years young. First time I heard it, I don't remember.
For real?
No, hell no.
You don't remember the first album you got?
I'm not that. Oh, the first album I got, or how I fell in love with what changed me.
Yeah, I remember Mantronics was they had a song called Baseline.
Before I was born, hip hop was going on.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, I guess it showed up for me. It showed up Fresh Prince. I can tell you where I was the first time I heard it.
Okay, yeah, I can't say. I mean,
it was just you just heard it everywhere.
Yeah.
I guess.
And I was the youngest until the other young one came along. But
do you remember the first song that connected with you?
It was just all out there. The first album I sat down and memorized front to back was Goody Mob, Soul Food. Some Southern shit. Yeah, I was like, oof, this sounds crazy. And that's when I really got into that shit. You know what that is? Wow.
I was in college.
Yeah.
I was in college with Goody Mob, and I had that album too.
Yeah.
But hold on. That's like one time I said to my wife, I said, if you could fuck a black guy, what black guy would you fuck? And you'd assume they're always going to go.
She said CeeLo.
No. She said Bernard Hopkins, and I was like,
shit.
Holy shit!
Oh shit!
I was like, that
is he
is
the one getting the massages and shit?
the boxer. Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking DeAndre
Who was in
Hopkins.
prison for murder and then came out and won a championship.
Hell yeah,
And you're
man. Hell
by the way,
yeah.
pull up a picture of Bernard Hopkins. This is deep-seated jungle fever. This isn't like I wouldn't mind a light-skinned dude. This is like Tracy Morgan's your hall pass.
Hell yeah. Damn, look at that one where he's sweaty looking at the camera that low in the middle, lower left, like that.
That's my wife's. That's my wife's hall
wanted.
pass.
Hell yeah.
Bernard Hopkins. And by the way, she said it to me like she goes, "Who's the boxer you like?" And I went, "Boxer I like." I go, "Is it? Can't be Floyd Mayweather." I'm like thinking of something. Sugar Ray Leonard. Like what is it? Is it from the? Yeah, I met Sugar Ray Leonard the other day. He came up and said he was a fan.
Sick.
Fucking crazy. But yeah, so like the fact that you like Goody Mob says a lot.
Yeah, that was
Really?
Yeah, a lot of rappers in Minneapolis were doing like this like backpack like indie artistic shit.
So give me a year.
And I was like, man, I was like Goody Mob. I heard Atlanta music. I heard that shit and I was like, it just spoke to me. You know what I'm saying? Outkast, that shit spoke to me. Yeah.
Outkast was my. I remember where I was. I heard Cooler Than a Polar Bear's Toenail, and I went, oh. And then I can tell you the street I was on, what car I was driving, and
I wish I had that memory. That's a great memory.
I live in emotion, so like I'm very emotional, and things that aren't important to other people are really important to me. Like the day I saw Chris Rock the other day. And I wanted to tell him where I was when I saw Bring the Pain and what I did, because this was back. I was in college in Indian Village, and I started Bring the Pain, and it was so good. Now, mind you, this is back in the day when you had to VCR stuff. Yeah. I had it on VCR, and I hit pause, and I walked over to the BP, and I got a 12-pack of beer, and I came back, and I opened it, and I watched it. And when he got to N-words versus black people, I was crying, laughing so hard. And I thought, I want to do this for a living. Like, this is what I want to do. I did that, but I did that with like Train Spotting. When at the beginning of Train Spotting, I was in the exact same seat. And when he goes, dun, dun, dun. You ever seen the opening of Train Spotting? Have you ever seen the opening to Train Spotting? This, as an artist, this is the greatest opening to any movie.
Is that when they're all on heroin and shit?
Yes. Play the opening to Train Spotting. Grab these headsets. This is the greatest opening to any movie in the fucking world. Ewan McGregor is a goddamn god. This is the opening to Train Spotting. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Hang on 1 second. So this is Iggy. You know who Iggy Pop is? Mm-hmm. This is Iggy Pop's Lust for Life.
Yeah.
Fuck you on a Sunday morning.
This movie fucked you up. You were like, hell yeah, give me a cigarette.
Game shows, stuffing fucking.
I want to get drunk.
I stopped it at this point. I stopped right there, hit stop, and I went, I'm going to go get a 12-pack of beer, and I'm going to start drinking. This is the best intro to a movie I've ever seen.
Fuck all that shit.
Yeah, because I was at a point in my life when this movie came out, probably 1996, 1995, where I was like, what am I doing with my life? And there was this whole Fight Club energy of like, what are you going to do? Are you going to be the guy that goes, I'm going to fucking duck into the system, get a fucking veal fattening pen job where you sit in a cubicle? Or am I going to fucking choose life? Am I going to choose to do my own path? Dude.
You chose life.
But see, that's, so like, I can tell you I remember All Eyes on Me came out. I remember the day it came out. You were probably.
I was too young.
You were too young.
That shit, yeah.
Dude, I cried getting muffins from the mill listening to Dear Mama. I mean, like I'm a very emotional guy, and it's crazy to have such a connection with hip hop the way I do.
I want you to listen to my record when it comes out, or I'll give you a link. So
Please.
After this,
dude, you're so talented. You're so talented.
Listen to the full record, and if you cry at the end, you gotta call me or send me a picture of you crying.
You know I'll cry at the end.
If you listen to the full record, especially the last 3-4 songs, whatever.
So wait, so let's go back to Goody Mob. So how old are you when Goody Mob comes out? I'm guessing you're 11 years old.
Probably just about right.
Yeah. So I'm guessing I was 21 when that came out.
Yeah, probably right. 10, 11, something like that.
Yeah. And you find Southern hip hop. Now
I had older brothers and sisters, so I was smoking weed through them, cigarettes through them, music through them, culture through them,
And Goody Mob's such an interesting choice because you really had to. There's things you have to give a chance. And Goody Mob, out of all respect,
I heard the title track "Soul Food." Well, it's got this high drone going on. It wasn't all melodic and shit.
Yeah.
It's just people were just like speaking a different language, a different slang and shit. And I think I put on headphones and I was like, where the fuck am I? Who are these dudes? Like, in it, and then CeeLo's voice and everything like that. I was like, I've never heard anything like this in my life. So I'm gonna sit right here. And I memorized every word on that record. Like, it was an incredible record from that, I believe.
So walk me through as an artist what albums did for you. Like, I can do that with comics. I can tell you where, like, every comic that I experienced, like, what did albums do for you? Like, when you first heard Wu-Tang or when you first heard Method Man.
When I first heard Busta Rhymes, I forget what, I was at this house party, bunch of older kids and shit, and I'm like, this is scary. And it was like, woo-ha, woo-ha, or I forget what song it was. But I was like, this song is crazy. This environment is crazy. Who's this? This is Busta Rhymes. Like, this is scary. Like, bunch of cool people in this here. Like, I'm fucking with this.
Yeah.
This is that exciting energy, heart pounding. There's a girl in here I want to holler at. Like, damn, there's titties in here.
There's titties.
These girls got titties now.
Wait, can you fuck to hip hop?
I can't fuck to no music. Now, I'm such a critic. I used to. Anything comes on, changing my fucking mood. Like, man, they didn't end this 4-bar right. I would have chose this other shit. Like, I can't. You turn on music, my mind gets going right away. Like, no music, heavy metal. Now you're changing my stroke. Now I'm fucking to a musician. Now I'm fucking to a singer or someone.
I'm fucking like you.
I'm not fucking my girl no more. Like, I'm fucking to this singer and I'm listening to him. Like, he's changing my stroke. I'm not gonna let no man change my stroke.
I understand that. I understand.
So I can't fuck to music. You fuck to music?
No, I can. I find that I fuck to their stroke now that you say that.
See?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah, and
who am I fucking?
It's got to be something that I can relate to. Like, if it's like Al Green or shit, I'm like, I feel like I'm fucking in blackface.
Well, so you become Al Green?
I'm like, yeah. You like that? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Take this big black dick.
Yeah, I can't have D'Angelo in bed with me. You know what I'm saying? I can't compete with that. You know what I'm saying? Or so, I'm like,
man,
get D'Angelo out of bed.
I've referenced D'Angelo so much in life. That one picture where you could see his dick muscle, I was like, I've brought it up so much. There's two people I bring up more than...
You're gay if you look at that, by the way.
Not even remotely.
If you look at D'Angelo with the dick muscle and don't swipe, that is the most...
Oh, I swipe up to see if it gets lower.
Yeah,
I go, can I pull up?
You're like, what else can I see?
Picture? Can I get out of the crop?
Hey, all right.
I squeeze
R.I.P.,
it.
didn't he?
He died.
Yeah.
He died.
Yeah.
He was an alcoholic, from what I understand.
Yeah.
I got really kind of fucked up when D'Angelo died.
Man, I saw pictures of him later in life. I'm like, damn.
Oh, it's...
Because we all think of him with his, pulling down his pants.
Can I tell you what my trainer said, which is the funniest thing ever? Like, my trainer's, he's not like a... I mean, he's listening, but he's not like a...
You can't listen to a whole podcast.
No, he's downstairs. He's downstairs.
Oh, okay.
Look at D'Angelo.
Yeah.
Show the dick muscle.
There it is. No, it's the third one. Scroll up. It's that one.
It's that one.
Pick that one. Click. Go up. That one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, see, that's not even very low.
Yeah.
It gets lower.
It gets lower. Yeah. There was a...
Oh, there it is. Yeah, there it is.
Him and Aaliyah. Aaliyah fucked me up.
Yeah.
Aaliyah got taken away way too young. Where were you when that song how's it? I feel like I'm younger because I'm talking to you like we experienced music at the same time, and I'm realizing you were in 7th grade when I heard these songs.
Yeah.
So
a lot of these I'm like I don't remember.
Yeah, you don't remember? Do you remember Aaliyah?
Yes, yeah. Aaliyah was that shit. Aaliyah, I was attracted to Aaliyah. That's when I was like starting getting a
dun 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 dun. Baby boy, I'm the man from the big VA. Won't you come play around my way? And let's do what I got to say.
Yeah.
Better ask somebody.
Yeah, no, I looked at her and I'm like, my young teenage cock was like starting to rev up. You know what I'm saying? My barely legal fucking.
Well, I think age wasn't a problem with her because she married R. Kelly when she was 12.
Yeah, that shit like that happened.
So then what album? Oh, yeah. By the way, everyone's like, I remember when Me Too came out and they're like, you can't fuck children. And I was like, they were fucking children when I was in high school. I remember 22-year-olds coming in and dating 15-year-olds and no one had a fucking problem with it.
Yeah, that was like really common.
It was really common. And I was like, and I was way Me Too'd. I was like the one 15-year-old going, you can't fuck our girls. We're supposed to be fucking them. Who am I supposed to fuck? 12-year-olds? Like,
there was always that fucking older dude who'd come in and fuck our girls.
And then he'd hang out with us, and we'd be at the end of the aisle, and he'd be like, how you guys doing? You're like, at least bring beer, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck, you just gonna try to fuck kids?
Yeah, he's got his leather jacket on, his switchblade knife and shit, flexing on y'all.
And he had a cabriolet. He had a VW cabriolet, and I was like, and I remember this
Who is this man? Call him out! Call him out!
I remember, and by the way, the person the girl who's listening knows I'm talking about her. She was the hottest girl in our class. And she was fucking a 22-year-old. And then she was like, well, I'm going to get my friends to fuck his friends. And I'm like, you're taking all our stock off the shelves.
Yes.
All our stock's off the shelves. And we're sitting here with nothing. And now we got to hang out with 22-year-olds at the end of the island because they're all fucking our friends. Mm-hmm. Dude, I'm still upset about this. And I wish I could Me Too that guy today.
Yeah.
I know I don't really have any stake in the game. But R. Kelly.
Yeah.
So what hip hop came out that we're adjacent to? Like, because I'm not shitting on anybody. I'm trying not to shit on anybody. But I never was like I wasn't big into like who's the dude with the braids that sings about boats or not boats? Lil Yachty. Like I never got Lil Yachty.
I fuck with Lil Yachty, dude.
God damn it.
I think he was misunderstood. And at the test of time, he's came back and like let people know he's for real. He's an artist, dude.
I did not like him when he came out.
Cool like Minnesota. Cool like Minnesota. We were all listening to that in Minnesota. And we were like, oh, this dude's hella stupid, right? He's like fucking or something. And he followed up with another, a little bit different. He just sounds different. He's doing very smart things. He's choosing ways to deliver his message.
Really?
And he's definitely withstood the test of time. Very respected artist.
Really?
I want to do a song with Lil Yachty.
Okay.
I fuck with Lil Yachty. So I gotta step in and
No. Hey, listen, I'm willing to be proved wrong because a lot of times, and I think mostly with hip hop, it always takes you a second to get it. With good hip hop,
right? People they see my singles, which is like the dumbest shit, whichever just pops off, and they're like, "This dude's a fucking clown." But I've been releasing songs that I've cried over my entire life. You know, I got those sad joints. You know what I'm saying? But people just don't dig deeper and they don't give a fuck because it's a clip fucking environment.
Do you ever
swipe, and they're not like looking into it. So like the people who really see my famous shit, they think I'm stupid. They think I got Tourette's from a couple viral fucking moments. But I've got really serious songs that my fans obviously know about and take serious.
Yeah,
I think it's the same with Lil Yachty.
And what about? I'll tell you the band it took me a second to get into was I'll
shit on someone you don't like. I will. If you say something you don't like,
I appreciate.
Keep on shooting your shots.
I said I didn't like a certain band. I forget their name now, but they're out of Atlanta. You know who they are. They're the biggest hip hop band ever. They're the biggest group.
Hip hop.
One guy got shot playing dice.
Oh, the Migos.
So I didn't like the Migos. I was like, I don't get it. And then one night I'm in Serbia, and I'm listening to this album with my buddy Jimmy. And I was like, dude, this is fucking good. What is this? He goes,
Migos.
It's the Migos. And I went, are you serious? He was like, yeah. I just shit on them because they shit on like because they got into a fight with like Joe Budden or something.
Mhm.
And I was like, and I like Joe Budden because I'm an old head also.
Pump it up.
and then I made a joke that I'd fight all three Migos, not realizing that they're a lot bigger than I think. They're yeah.
Dude, you got fucked up off that, huh?
Yeah, and I made a joke about it, and then all of a sudden I'm liking Migos a lot.
Nah, same thing. They came out with these triplets. People were like, oh, but when you listen and you're looking at the subject matter and you listen to how they're riding these triplets and they're switching up the triplet to a double and then a triple and a quadruple, like the patterns are pretty sick. Yeah.
Do you feel like the average person doesn't understand hip hop?
I don't think that it's on them to understand. If they don't like it, they don't like it. If it, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but is there a time like there's comics that people say they like that suck that I go you're
missing something. Yes, people miss shit, but that's their prerogative. You know, they don't. You know, if it goes deeper, and you can see as a songwriter, like, oh, look what they did here. Like a lot of rappers right now are ending. They're rhyming the first 2 bars, rhyming the first 3, and they're ending the 4th bar on something that doesn't rhyme at all, and then they're starting the next set with that rhyme. So it makes a lot of people feel uncomfortable and make it feel like they're stupid, but they're fucking thinking about it, and you're not, and you think they're stupid, but they're ahead of you. They're playing with this shit.
Really? Like, give me an example.
It's really common right now.
Okay.
I can't just rattle off an example, but it's, something boat. I don't want to choke. I don't take a toke. You know what it says. What if I want to bet? Like, so yeah, it's they're fucking with time signatures, and you think they're gonna finish on the boat. Man, I got to smoke, and then they go, but now I got a lamp, and you're like, what? But then they'll pick up on that, and then the next few bars will rhyme with lamp.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? It feels unnatural and it's weird, but it's got an ignorance to it that I really appreciate, because you're like, I don't give a fuck. Sounds ignorant that they didn't finish that because they don't give a fuck. It's a I don't know. It's a smart way of thinking that people aren't really, when you say people miss shit, that's the type of shit they're missing, and then they might judge or whatever. And they do that to me all the time. They'll be like, oh, he's not even saying shit. I'm like, really, dude? I could break this down like you're a fucking idiot. You're not really listening. But then again, it's subjective, and they can just move on to the next one if they want.
Life happens fast. It happens so fast, you can't plan it. That's how it works. The birth of a child, getting your wife pregnant, losing a parent, losing a loved one. And one day, yes, we will not be here. We own nothing. But that doesn't mean that people aren't going to stick around. People are going to stick around, your loved ones, your family, my daughters, my wife. If you don't have life insurance, you need life insurance. I'm telling you that right now. And Ethos makes getting life insurance fast and easy. And here's the beautiful part. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in just seconds, apply in minutes, and you can get same-day coverage. There's no medical exam required. You just answer a few simple health questions, and boom, you're in. And you can get up to $3 million in coverage. Some policies are literally as low as $30 a month. And you'll get your lowest rate from their network of trusted carriers. Ethos has a 4.8 out of 5 stars on Trustpilot with over 4,000 reviews. Take 10 minutes out of your day right now. Take 10 minutes to get covered today with life insurance from Ethos. Get your free quote at ethos.com/Bert. That's ethos.com/Bert. Application times may vary. Rates may vary. The future of erectile function is here. Blue Chew Gold is changing the way millions of men are having sex in 2026. The new arousal-boosting formula combines passion and performance into one tablet that dissolves under your tongue for super fast onset. No more waiting for a pill to kick in. No more moments ruined by performance anxiety. Just the results you want when you want them. Most ED meds focus only on blood flow. Blue Chew Gold does more than that. It goes further by combining 2 ingredients for blood flow with 2 for mental arousal and connections, so you're not just physically ready, you are actually in the mood. This type of innovation is why Blue Chew Gold is the #1 brand in erectile function. The process is simple and all online. Get started today by visiting BlueChew.com and go for gold. I'm telling you right now, you can turbocharge your love life. It's fun to anticipate the sex, to get in the mood, and decide you will be in the mood when you get home. I do it all the time, and you can discover your options at BlueChew.com. And we've got a special deal for our listeners right now. When you buy 2 months of Blue Chew Gold, You get the third for free with promo code Bertcast. That's promo code Bertcast. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And I would like to thank Blue Chew for sponsoring this podcast. It's interesting. It is subjective until it's not. That's where I get really in my feelings. Is like, it's subjective until I go, no, you're stupid. You don't get it. Like, you don't get it. Like, there's a comedian that every fucking comedian adored, Brody Stevens, and a lot of people did not understand him.
I fuck with that. It's like some Norm Macdonald shit.
Oh, I think those guys idolized Norm. I think Norm was a god to Shane, to Mark Normand. I mean, I think 100% Norm. Yeah. And Norm was the anti-joke. Yeah. But then that's where I go, it's subjective until it's not. If you tell me Norm Macdonald's not funny. Now, I don't mind listening to someone trying to tell me Norm Macdonald's not funny and try to workshop it and go and explain it to me. Tell me why. Tell me why. I don't mind hearing. I love an argument. But then if my wife says, I don't get it, well, then we're going to have an issue. Don't let me be drinking on that night because it's going to be a long night.
Yeah. That's good shit, man. My homie over here, my manager Mike, he was first into, he was studying all this contemporary comedians, everything. So, and then I started getting hit up by comedians.
Well, your vibe is very comedic and lightweight and like it just seems accessible. And I think we all discovered you, me, Ryan, and Santino probably around the same time, where we're like I know Santino and I are fans of hip hop. And I know Sickler is too, but like as an artist, you are extremely talented, and that's undeniable. But you also have the same vibe as we do, where we like goofy, approachable, like we're not taking it too serious. And I think that's where we all self-deprecating. Yeah. And you have a great approach to social media. I mean, when we talk about businesses, the business you're running, your marketing is bar none. Like, you're the top of the game.
Yeah, I'm about to fucking take a dump and leave this fucking trash fire pretty soon. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, no, I've been in LA just shooting content, boy, just over and over and over again, doing clips for Mark Zuckerberg, whatever he wants. I say I'm 100% independent, but bitch, the truth is I'm working for Mark Zuckerberg. I'm doing whatever the fuck he says. If he changes his update and he goes, no, I want you to be on your knees and suck dick for a carousel from behind, I'll go, yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm fucking doing right now. And I know you like that. You like the scroller likes that and they see it, but it's like, you hear people being like, would Kurt Cobain be fucking doing these clips and shit?
Yes, he would.
And I'm thinking, man, shit. I don't,
Hang on. So wait, you just don't know enough about Kurt Cobain. You're talking about, that's like my guy. When you were 7 years old, Nirvana, It Smells Like Teen Spirit came out. Now, what you didn't know is when you were 4 and 5, Kurt Cobain obsessed about celebrity and fame and success and marketing plans. What if we did a marketing plan like this that then we could promote the band? Kurt Cobain, I'm never gonna, and I apologize. I have a couple connections with his family, and if you're listening and this upsets you and I'm not representing it properly, come and talk to me and I'll listen to you and I'll revamp it. But I've read every book that's been out on Kurt Cobain, every documentary that's come out on Kurt Cobain, and everything about Kurt Cobain was thoughtful. Like, he thought of everything. He thought of all of it. I would argue down to what his hair looked like and his sweater looked like and what his outfit looked like. So, like, there's a part of me that finds solace in the fact that, have you ever read The Fountainhead? So The Fountainhead, there's two artists. There's Rourke and Keating. Keating is the guy who, what you're saying is, you feel like Keating. He's the sellout. They want pillars on buildings. They're both architects. You want pillars on buildings? We'll put 7 pillars. And they'll be like, 7? I was going to think 4, but 7's better than 4. And you're like, yeah, you know what? You like gargoyles? Gargoyles ever. Now, Rourke was the one that goes, what does the gargoyle serve? What purpose does that gargoyle serve?
That's what I'm on right now.
So you should really read that book. It's an interesting book for an artist. It's objectivism. I said everything's objective until it's not, right? Or subjective until it's not. Yeah. But it's objectivism. It's by Ayn Rand. And what you're feeling is what I think all artists should feel. Buddy, I am there 100% right now. Like, because I'm sober. And so a lot of times.
Man, so I'm like, man, let's take a drink before this. It's easier. It's sober. Would you be doing this shit sober?
I'm doing it and it hurts.
Thanks. Nice to be here.
I mean, it's easier when they put Vaseline over the lens and everything's a little softer.
Yeah, like would I be doing a show when I'm at home and I'm, with my family, I'm working, I have a circadian rhythm and shit. Would I be doing a show fucking at, last thing at night for a party? No, like the best thing you should do is when you wake up, you got that energy, fucking get it done then. Like everything is opposite and wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So fucking it's a slippery slope for substances and all that shit. And artists who is like, I really don't feel like tap dancing right now. But maybe now's not the time. Oh, well, no, you got to do it right now. Give me some shots. Then I'll do it. You know what I mean?
I did an event for a lot of money. And at one point,
I think I might know what that is, but
they had me by the arm. Someone had me by the arm and they were walking me around. And at a certain point, I kind of shook their hand off, like, because I was sober. And I was like, and I said to my wife, I said, this is a lot less fun sober.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, yeah, but you're doing a great job. I go, that doesn't matter. And I'm not saying anything to anyone, but I'll tell you right now, all of this is easier drunk. Like everything's easier with a little bit of a buzz.
Mm-hmm.
So this business is tedious because you start realizing who's the vampire and who's just the bat and who's the leech. And you're just like, yo, it's insane. And so then you start looking at other people drinking going, oh, they're just getting through the day.
Yes. And so what I'm doing now is like basically trying to live life sober at all times. And I can't continue this. You know what I'm saying? I was in the back of the fucking comedy store in the Sacred Grounds or whatever, and I got kind of drunk. People were just I'm like the pretty girl at the prom. I'm the only non-comedian. Everyone's,
Yeah.
And I'm like, y'all all gonna die in 10 years. And I just started, I'm like, yeah, you, Tony Hinchcliffe. I'm like, bro, you got 15 years left. No, I'm an athlete. I'm like, let's race tomorrow, bitch. Like, let's go. I was getting pretty frisky. It was funny, but well, he said I'm in great shape,
Dude,
Yeah. So
ballet is not a sport.
So I challenged him to run a mile, and he didn't show up at 1 a.m.
No,
but
of course,
ballet.
Of course. Tony Hinchcliffe is an athlete.
No, I don't think he said he was an athlete, but I think he said he was in great shape. I'm
in great fucking shape. First of all.
Yeah, so I mean it was like 60, 70, 80 people back crammed in here, and like everyone was getting drinking, smoking, straight West Coasting. I'm like, and that's not my vibe right now. You know what I'm saying?
Sweet, what's your vibe? Or what's your relationship with drugs and alcohol? Give me your
I got into big trouble, bro. Like, I got canceled in 2020, mostly for just jokes that you would hear at the Kevin Hart roast. You know what I'm saying? It was straight up jokes, tweets from fucking 20 years ago, 15 years ago, shit like that people were just I'm from Minneapolis, so very liberal city, going through hard times in 2020 with George Floyd.
Oh, now I'm about to get canceled. That was in Minneapolis.
Yes.
Yes, I
lived 1 block away from the 3rd precinct that burned down. My house, I had to leave my house in the middle of the night because it was all on fire.
Well, wait,
my whole neighborhood was on fire.
Tony just said.
Looking up George Floyd. Yeah, and Tony, like, I have very opposite views of him, but like every interaction, I'm like, I think you're a good person. Like, I think I'm your friend. So, I just think
that's the crazy thing.
Good. I just think basically that people have to pick teams and like naturally have to be either Republican or Democrat, or that's just kind of weird considering we're all born as infants and shit. It's like, how do we get here? So I really try and stay away from that shit, and I try to have more solidarity with things.
Well, first of all, I stay away from politics. I stay away from politics talking about it mostly because I don't know anything. And then I'm allowed to have my own beliefs. Like, listen, man, I don't play with my wife's asshole, but I don't need to tell everyone that, right? Mm-hmm. But like, I don't play with my wife's asshole because I don't know what I'm doing around assholes. Mm-hmm. Like, I've never been comfortable around assholes. I don't think she likes people playing with her assholes. I haven't done it right. I haven't done enough research.
Right.
So like, I'm not going to touch her asshole unless I know.
I've never had anal sex. I think that's like I don't like poop. That's where poop comes from.
Yeah, but it's like I don't need to talk about.
And I'm not going to hate at all my homies who just eat ass.
I'm not going to.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All my ass eating ass homies just chilling there.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hate on
If
them.
you're into eating ass, can we get a camera on them? If you're into eating ass, it's cool. It's not I don't want pink eye. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, he's definitely eats ass. With that hair, come on. He puts it in a pony, half pony.
He tried to suck his own dick as a child, and then he, okay.
Well,
He got a camera on him. Ah! I didn't know the camera would come out at the same time. Hold on.
What, you
Hold
tried to
time
suck
out.
your own dick when you were a kid?
I tried.
I think, hey, listen, just to be fair, I think everyone's had a moment in the bathroom where they were like, never mind, I can't. Well, I mean, there's a difference between that and then getting a phone book and putting it under your lower back and getting into a yoga pose
Wait
and
a
then
second.
putting weights on your feet. And
I'm going to die on this hill. Sucking your own dick is gay. Because look, okay, so I love a blowjob, but not more than hating sucking dick. You know what I'm saying? I really don't want a dick in my mouth more than I would like a blowjob. You know what I mean? Like I get blowjobs all the time. Like to have a dick in my mouth would be, I do not want that experience. I can pass until I get another blowjob.
No,
I can pass having a dick in my mouth until I can get a real blowjob.
no, I think this is a good hill to die on. If someone said, do you want a blowjob? I'd say yes. And they go, well, here's the rub. You got to have a dick in your mouth to get it. I'd be like, well, I'm going to pass on the blowjob.
Right. So when you suck your own dick, that's what's happening.
Hey, here, do you want a blowjob? Yeah, it's a great blowjob, but someone's going to blow a load in your mouth. And you're like, wait, who is it? It's going to be
It's you. Yeah, they know exactly what you like. They know exactly what you like.
I'll even go this far. If someone said, would you like a blowjob? They go, yeah. Well, listen, after the blowjob, the load's going to end up in your mouth. She's going to put it there. You'd be like, well, no, I don't. Who the fuck? What kind of animal is this? And they're like, it's yourself. Yep. I have a good friend who sucked his own dick, and I asked him about it, and he said, I think you can Google it. I'm not going to say it. And I said, what does it feel like when you suck your own dick? And he goes, it feels a lot less like you're getting your dick sucked and a lot more like you're sucking
Giving a blowjob. Yes. Yes. Yes.
It's like swimming in jeans feels a lot less like swimming and more like swimming in jeans.
Yes. Yes. So, some of my homies was like, yeah, come on. I'm like, have you thought about it this way? Like, have you ever got there?
Wait, how did we go? By the way, it's very fitting that we started talking about
we just
Tony
talking about George Floyd, and then we got to sucking your own dick
and then sucking
in 5 minutes, in less than 5 minutes.
Wait, I want to get back to Tony being an athlete.
Oh, yeah. So I challenged him to run a mile at 1 p.m. And he
would fucking smoke him.
I told him that. I was like, well, we both don't want to run a mile. So I said, or else we could fight. And that's when Red Band came in and he was like, hey, what's up, man? I was like, and Wonka was like, yo, we should leave, man. We should leave.
Wait, Tony grew up rough.
Yeah, he was telling me Ohio, something about Ohio.
In Youngstown, Ohio.
Yeah.
We didn't even have an Applebee's.
I think he got a good heart, man. He's putting on so many people and shit. And
he's got a great heart.
He just likes to say bad shit, which I appreciate, We have different views on a lot of things, but like, I like to say bad shit too.
I don't want to pull the curtain back too much. And I love Tony. And I've loved Tony since the day I met Tony. And, very candidly, Tony rubbed a lot of people wrong when he was younger because he was very confident. I would say, and
he's a narcissist.
Well, but it's not bad to be a narcissist.
No. Yeah. I think everybody backstage that night, including me, narcissist.
Yeah, you have to be a little bit to get on stage and to think. You have to believe in yourself before anyone else believes in you.
Bro, and he did that. Yeah. So like, and yeah, he came up against odds. So, we get up, we get along.
You and him are probably more, because I think Tony's more of a wrestling fan than a politics fan. So I think that he likes the heel angle more than he likes politics.
He's more of like emotional thinker or something like that.
Tony just loves to play the heel, and I really mean that. And I think maybe he's a good conservative, maybe he is a Republican. I actually believe he's more of a wrestling fan than politics fan. So whatever he says political or whatever he says that outrages people, I also know Tony loves the heels like that. He loves wrestling But yeah, I think Tony's the sweetest guy in the world. I will push back on the athlete part a little bit. I don't see that.
No, yeah, he invited us to kill Tony at the fucking Intuit Dome or something. And I've never seen the whole show or nothing like that. I've seen clips or whatever.
Did you go?
Yeah, I went there. I was backstage. All those guys watched it all go down. Like he was like, get up there, do a song. I'm like, I'm just gonna soak it in. I don't no idea what's going on right now. But
could you, as an artist, like if you said to me, go up and do 10 minutes, I would be like, I'm good. But like,
yeah. Well, and we were coming from a flight, and I'm like, we can't make it by then, and I sound check, but they don't. I could have. They don't know.
Could you just freestyle in the moment like that? Like, is there a part of you when you used to rap battle, and you could go? And I don't really.
I was
know.
a good freestyler. I was a really good freestyler.
Can we pull back the curtain on freestyling a little bit, because I see some freestyles where I go, I feel like you wrote this.
They're all written. Super rare. When I was coming up, everyone was freestyling, and that's how I was battling, and it was like that. And then all of a sudden, I lost a couple battles. I was like, that was written, So then I'm freestyling about how, bitch, you wrote that.
Okay.
And I'm like, you wrote that, and then no one cared. They were like, boo. So I'm like, oh, so this is not freestyle no more. So that's dead. And so basically, I stopped freestyling when I lost my first battle, which this dude obviously came with like 10 verses on me. So then I'm like, I could, so that was cool. He won this night, and it was a big night, sold out show. It hurt my swag.
How old are you?
How old was I?
At the time?
22, 23. And I was like, never lost a battle, like this. And then, I had some great lines off the top. But then I was like, he wrote 10 verses for this. Like, I'm starting to sell records. Like, that was a cool night, and he won the purse or something. He won some money, but like, I'm going to write 10 verses. I'm like, I'm never going to write that much material for one battle. So then I just started making songs, and I basically stopped freestyling right then. Yeah. And then I got rich and famous from that point on.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
We used to watch my buddy Vincent Nastri was trying to sell a freestyle show back in the day. And this is right when this is 1998, 99.
That's when it was popping, boy. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was when it was really hot. And we would watch, and I love freestyle, but I would be like, that guy wrote that. That clearly is written. And it's like when people watch, once again, I think this is very clear. Shane just posted this. So I think everyone understands that no one that does the roast writes their own jokes. Mm-hmm. No, there's roast battle that kids do that is them writing them.
Yep.
And that's really funny. And that's the talent. But like, I don't think I could do that. I don't know if I'm not good at making fun of people, because I think because of my energy, it hurts people's feelings.
Yeah, you're supposed to be nice.
Yeah, and they're like, whoa.
Yeah, what the fuck?
And then I'm like, I'm sorry.
If it came from me, I always kind of make jokes about and they do it, that's kind of how I am. But you're like a professional friend.
If I push back, if I push back on an audience member say something shitty to me, and I have to take it, because if I push back, it shuts down the room, because everyone's like, whoa, what? There was a girl recently, very, very recently, and she just rubbed me the wrong way. And I said to her something about her being young and pretty. I was trying to get into a bit about youth and whatnot. Mm-hmm. And she went, I'm married. And I went, oh yeah.
Shut
and I was
up,
like,
bitch.
No, yeah. And I was like, oh no. And she goes, no. And just so you know, you're not my type. And everyone went, oh. Yeah. And then I was like, oh, and just so you know, God made your mouth for one thing, and it's not talking. And the fucking room was like, what the fuck? And then I was like, wait, what? I was like, can I not say that? And then they're like, Jesus, Bert, what the fuck? Let her talk. And I was like, okay. And then I went on this rant of like, wouldn't it be fun to be a serial killer? Like, just to be like, to follow her home. And then she wakes up, she's duct taped to her own bed. And I'm like, hey, do you remember me? Like, and everyone's like, what the fuck? So then you got to go like, oh, okay, she gets to talk shit to me and I got to take it. Mm-hmm. Fuck you.
Yeah.
But my energy is not good for roasts.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a long way to get there.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Wait, did you ever do any of those televised ones? Those ones like
battles and shit?
Yeah.
All my shit was super underground. Like, it looked like a fucking 8 Mile copy. They were in Detroit, we were in Minneapolis, we were doing the same shit.
Really?
Yeah. It was underground. You had to walk downstairs, and it's in this small bar, and people we'd battle, and then we'd go outside and fight. Like,
oh, so it wasn't over?
Well, I mean, I'm just kind of summing up my.
Can you romanticize the time for me? Because I look back at like early comedy when I was.
It was great.
It
was
so
great, dog.
passionate.
There was no. Yeah, here I come. There was no like maybe MySpace or whatever. No one was on their phones. We were all down there. We get to battling. We'd all get drunk.
And you all knew each other? Or would there be others?
Yeah, there might be a new kind of crew from a different area out of town who come in and we'd be like, what's up? But we own that motherfucker, right, Mike? Me, Roswell, Scotchy, Albert, like my crew is like, especially the Dinky Towner in Minneapolis, like, bitch, that was us. And then we some new people come in, do some battling, or we'll see a show or something. We get drunk. My bro Roswell would probably start a fight, punch some dude at the bar in the face who was maybe talking about one of us, like, and then we'd all just spill outside and just fight. My homie Scotchy is just 6'6", 6'7", 300 some pounds, and he was a bouncer, and people knew him, and so he'd get to swing in. And Albert, and just even the females we were with were just fighting, and it was just bloody faces. Cops wouldn't show up. Some fights 20, 30 minutes just right out in the street in the middle of Dinkytown. Like it was a good time. And then we'd have the reputation. So then, okay, we're gonna do this next Saturday or Friday or whenever it was. It might have been a Monday or something. Battle Mondays or, but whatever. And then we'd show up there again, get our menthols, smoke some cigarettes, just kick it, try and find some pussy. It was great.
Was it easier? Did alcohol and marijuana help freestyling or battling?
To a point. To a point now, yeah. And that was at just like, I would just be at a normal level when I would just, start doing all that shit. But we had a show called The Drunk Shows, where it wasn't a battle, but this is when I was like, oh, we can do this too much. We can go too far with this. Yeah. I came up with an idea of a show like all my fans can come in here. I won't be backstage. I'll be at the bar. I will not refuse a drink. When my partner Roswell throws up, the show will start. So we did that, and it was not a good idea. And then there was times where I'm up on stage and I'm like going through this a fast section where I'm like, so those and it just not working. And I'm like, fuck it, whatever. And then we did that 3 times. The third one, they were all sold out. It was probably illegal to do right now,
Yeah.
But the third one, the last thing I remember is someone rolling me onto stage. And then the next day I wake up and on like Facebook or whatever, I guess I took my pants off, fully naked, and I crowd surfed. So there was pictures of me on Facebook, like, with with my asshole out, my dick like upside down and shit. And then, then I was like, that's the last one. That's the last time we do that.
Do you think, have you gotten, like, sometimes I wonder.
So of course someone like that could get canceled. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or like 10 years later. You know what I'm saying? Like I've done some bad shit.
But do you feel like that? Do you feel like that's at all still in you?
Yes. And that comes out that almost came out 3 nights ago at the Comedy Store. Everyone was giving me drinks and shit. And I never get to that level, not even on tour.
Really?
Nothing. I'll check out. Thank you. The show's over. Like I can't drink like that. First off, the hangovers get me or whatever. And then second off, just the shame of, even if I get that drunk and I don't do anything, the next day I have anxiety and shame for some reason. I'm a very, whatever. So I don't get there. But this man has seen me there a lot. And I get to a point where I go, hey, everybody follow me. We're jumping in the river. I'm going to take 60 people. We'll all take your clothes off. We're all skinny dipping, jumping off the river into whatever city I'm in. Like all the fans, like I get there. And I text, I'm at Wonka. I'm like, damn, I'm a family man. I'm chilling now. And they're like, nah, go to the Comedy Store with Tony and them. And I'm like, all right, I'm all tired. And I go to Wonka. I go, 25 minutes. You call the fucking Uber. You got 25 minutes back here. And then they just had me on a corner. It was wild. I didn't know I was like known like that in the community. So I walked in and drinks were coming and people had me just up against the wall. So I'm like, all right, bang, bang, joint, wow, shot, boom. And then I'm looking at Wonka, all right, call us Uber soon, And then Wonka sees me go, hold up, no, one more shot, bomb. And I'm like, hey, Tony, let's fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you, whoa, you know what I'm saying? And I start getting like, you're gonna die in 15 years, bitch. Oh, you know what time it is? Oh, what's up? Like, Q from fucking whatchamacallit. David Ross, what's up, boy? No. Wonka's like, I called the Uber, bro. And I'm like, no. I'm like, no, we can. let's get the fuck out of here.
It's such a great feeling when you decide to turn the corner and you go, fuck the Uber, let's get one more shot.
Oh, bro, yeah, but then that'll last like 2 days, and like with my energy, like I'm glad you're sober right now because I've done really wild shit.
Yeah.
Off that shit, all of a sudden I'll put a brick through a trophy store and burglarize a whole, to come home, be running through the streets with 10-foot trophies in my arms and shit.
I don't have any of that energy. I have like real.
Mine's devilish.
That's so interesting.
Fight, like I'll start woofing. I'll start being tough. My accent will change and shit. I'll be right back to some hood shit. Like,
for real?
Yeah. And so I don't go there no more. Like,
yeah.
It's been years and years and years, and I think like last night he said, or at the Comedy Store, he said everyone was giving me these shots, and I was feeling myself. Yeah, yeah. You're looking at me all happy, like I want to see this.
Well,
shit.
no, it's like a Clark Kent Superman, but an opposite. I am so excited to talk about Magic Spoon. Most importantly, because. Okay, let's start slowly. Do you remember the favorite cereals you grew up on? Well, these are all the same flavors, all the same fun, with none of the sugar crash, none of the calories. High protein, zero sugar cereal that still hits like those nostalgic Saturday morning cereals. It hits all the notes. Magic Spoon cereal is high protein, zero sugar cereal. You guys already know about that. It's nostalgic. It tastes like all the cereals we grew up on, all the classics, but without the sugar crash. Each serving packs 12 to 14 grams of protein, 0 to 2 grams of sugar, 4 to 5 grams net carbs, certified gluten-free. It actually keeps you fueled up any time of the day, breakfast, late night, post-workout, whenever. Like I said, and I'm just getting to the one I'm excited about. They've got all the classic flavors you love. Fruity, frosted, this is marshmallow. They got peanut butter, cocoa, cinnamon toast crunch, and more. And they've also got, this is the new one. This is their marshmallow, classic marshmallow, which is reminiscent of the certain childhood favorite we all enjoyed, the s'mores. It's the ultimate campsite-inspired cereal. And I want to talk about their treats. Their treats are crispy, airy, protein-packed snack bars with 12 grams of protein, 7 grams of fiber, 0 added grams of sugar, 2 to 3 grams of net carbs, certified gluten-free, great for tossing in your bag, keeping in your car, keeping between meals, but more importantly, and this is what I've been wanting to talk about, it's been sitting in my house and I've been dying to try it this whole time. These are their new pastries. These are anytime. You can eat these breakfast, snack, post-workout. They are like the breakfast pastries we remembered as kids, packed with protein. You can get these on Amazon. You can get to the nearest grocery store near you, but I would go to Amazon. Let's try them. I've been dying to try these. Oh, this is s'more. These are fantastic. Listen, you got kids in college and you're worried about what they're eating, send them these. They're going to love them. 11 grams of protein, 6 grams of fiber, 2 grams of added sugar, no synthetic colors. And you can take a look. There's plenty of stuff on the inside, lots of frosting on the outside. You can look for Magic Spoon on Amazon at your nearest grocery store. And if you want to try something out new, you got to try these protein pastries. They're packed with protein, taste like the nostalgic toaster pastries that you grew up on, but without all the sugar. You can get $5 off your next order, including the protein pastries at magicspoon.com/Bert. That's magicspoon.com/Bert for $5 off. And you're going to love these. Let me tell you a story about socks. Look, I hate regular socks, but I have to fly with compression socks. These are not these. These are the super ultra soft baby alpaca fiber socks they offer, but their compression socks are phenomenal. Hollow socks are made of ultra soft baby alpaca fiber. They are thermoregulating, which means they keep your feet warm when it's cold outside and then breathable when the weather warms up. They are moisture managing and made of durable, no-itch knit that keeps your socks staying odorless. These are comfortable as crap. They have many types of different socks to choose from. I am a low-cut sock, but every sock they have are soft and breathable and comfortable for daily wear, from their compression socks to their little socks. But the compression socks, if you want, you can put them on after a workout for like a post-workout recovery, or as I do on planes. And I will just say, everyone should get their compression socks and fly with their compression socks. You are not messing things up flying in compression socks. I wish I had done this earlier. I had a blood clot, but I will be wearing hollow socks every time I fly for the rest of my life. And you should too. You do not want the trouble of a blood clot, no matter what your day looks like. Working, training, relaxing, traveling, whatever it is, there's a Hollow Sock built for your day. Right now, for a limited time, Hollow Socks is having a buy two, get two free sale. That's a no-brainer. Get their compression socks right now for you and your wife. Head to hollowsocks.com today to check it out. That's hollowsocks.com for up to 50% off your order. After you purchase, you're going to say, where did you hear about them? You can support my show, support me, and tell them that I sent you or we sent you. But it's Bert. That's me.
I like go back to like my reflexes of like those days that I was describing. You know?
What is it?
And
about,
I don't want to prove myself anymore.
Yeah,
I don't
but, okay,
have to.
that's the thing. Okay, so what is it about that kid? What is it about that
I think
regression? Because it's a regression.
I learned to fight
correct?
like white kid in the hood or the battle rapper. Like I remember there was times like where I would get jumped and shit, and I'd be like, "What the fuck is going on?" I don't want to like. People be giving me knives. I thought I was a Crip when I was in 8th grade. I thought I was jumped into a Crip. You know what I'm saying? So like that's the neighborhood I was in. Like, and you know, I was going around stealing people's bikes and shit. I'm like, I'm too much of a pussy for this shit. But like, I was always smart. I saw my dad winning over crowds and shit at the same time. And so I was like, I'm going to be a rapper. This is perfect. Battle rapper. So, you know, just proving myself was a way of, I don't know, maybe staying safe, just getting on top of that shit early. Good defense is a good offense.
Yeah.
And so like, I definitely don't need to do that. When I walk into a room, I don't need to do that shit anymore. I'm like a grown man. Like I'm a made man, I feel like. I'm safe, like I'm good. I have a lot of confidence, but you get me fucking 10, 15 drinks in and I turn into a fucking beast again.
The rescue dog shows up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's an interesting analogy because I'm trying to figure out what is wrong with me. So my regression's opposite. So now, right now, I think I'm back to like, this is the weirdest analogy to say, but have you ever shaved your entire face and seen your like bald face?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, who the fuck is this?
Yeah, because I've had this mustache to protect me from my youth.
It's like makeup.
Yeah, yeah. And right now without alcohol, I feel like I'm shaving off my beard and face. And I'm a lot quieter than I was. I'm a little bit like I was in high school.
How long have you been sober?
4 months.
4 months now.
Uh-huh.
Oh shit, and you're still fucking itchy.
Yeah.
Do you smoke weed?
No, I'm waiting.
Because I remember you did this a couple years ago, but you were kind of smoking a little bit.
I was smoking weed. I thought I was sober for 3 months. I was sober for 12 days. I started smoking weed 12 days in. Mm-hmm. And then weed was every day, every night. And it was way more than I thought it was.
Man, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's sick.
I'm almost done. I got 2 more months. And then, but I don't, I'm comfortable with who I am. It's kind of cool, to be honest with you, to not need it. Meaning I don't need it at all. I don't need it at all. I don't think about alcohol or marijuana during the day. I don't think about getting fucked up. I wake up feeling incredible. My workouts are amazing. I sleep perfect. I wake up with zero anxiety.
So why the fuck
zero
would you want to start again, dude? What are you're saying that what you're describing is perfect?
Because the sparkle.
Here's the sparkle conversation again with Bert Kreischer. Yeah,
I do a brand deal, and it's a long day's work. And entities about production drive me nuts. Like the sound person didn't know how to mic me because I'm naked or in a Speedo, mm-hmm. and I've mic'd myself I've been mic'd a lot, and I know how to do it.
You don't know how to mic Bert Kreischer in a Speedo, bitch?
It's crazy.
Yeah,
and so I get aggravated by little things like a PA coming and going 2 minutes, and I go, it's not 2 minutes. Stop. There's no such thing. That's not a parameter. No director has ever been 2 minutes. No one says 2 fucking minutes. And then my assistant looks at me and goes, 2 minutes. I go, you shut the fuck up. Don't you start saying dumb shit because they're saying dumb shit. And then I turn into an asshole where I go, well, I'm not getting up.
Okay, action.
Yeah.
After all that shit.
Yeah.
I just finished 3 fucking days, 16 hours in the desert. 10 hours on in a non-air conditioned fucking white psych. And then 9 hours shooting clips the past 3 days. And I'm like back there, the camera's getting ready. They're switching some shit around and they're fucking arguing. Something's broken. And it's like hour 10. I go ahead. It's like, it's fucking, yeah, I don't know. I've swung hammers. I've had hard jobs. So when people are like, sometimes acting, like especially like The Rock, they get your own fucking trailer and all.
Yeah.
You know, everything's perfect, and you go and you do your shit. Like, I don't think that's hard, but like a lot of this other mid-grade shit, low-grade shit, fucking sucks. It's really hard to do,
Yeah.
and to be mentally sharp for fucking 16 hours or something like that. Like, I've swung hammers on roads during the summertime in Minnesota, like, and that was more rewarding and easier than a lot of the shit that I do. A lot of the shit we do, like, is fucking hard, and I'll die on that sword. Like, y'all don't know what that's like.
My dad thought it was very important that I dig a hole, like for money. That you need to know what
Just
it's like
some random
to
hole?
dig a hole. No, I worked for somebody, but
Afterwards, he pushed you.
But
in
he
it.
was like it was very important that you know that there's this job also. So like, don't ever complain about the job you have, because you can also dig a hole. There's a man who's worth right now, and that's what ultimately you come down to. So, and this, I mean, not to get too meta about this, there's a guy right now digging a hole, listening to this with headsets, going, "Fuck Bert." But there's a moment when you're digging a hole and you feel like you're worth more than that. And you're digging a hole and you're like, maybe I have ideas. And they're like, just dig the fucking hole. That's all they see you as. There was a guy who I worked at Barnes & Noble. Not a hard job, but Barnes & Noble is a soul-sucking fucking job where you just going, it sucked so bad. And there's my boss, Dwayne, not The Rock Johnson, but my boss, Dwayne, said to me, "Hey, man, what do you do for, just randomly, what do you do? What are you doing in New York?" And I said, "I'm a comedian." And he went, "No, you work at Barnes & Noble. Don't ever forget that."
Ooh,
and I was like,
that sounds like a movie script.
But I was on set for a while yesterday. And it's, you know, and when you think, just so we're clear, if I'm on set, it's not like a lot of scripted things. It's a lot of like, and then Bert comes up with this on the moment. So it's a lot of me using my brain. And at the end of the day, I went, "Oh, I'm ready for a drink." Like I haven't felt like that in 4 months. And I was like, I could definitely use a drink right now. Because to put the sparkle back on the day, just to take the matte black paint that today was, and then just shine it a little bit and see the sun hit it. Oh, I could do that. But then I didn't, and I went to bed fine.
That's the shit.
I went to bed fine. I woke up great. I had a little bit of a depression when I woke up, and I called my wife, and my wife and I have different rooms in our house. It's the best thing I ever did. And
I called my wife.
I called my wife.
Wait, where's this going?
I called my wife, and she came into my room, and she talked me through it. And my real fear was that I was going to shit blood, and I didn't. And I had a great day. And now I'm here with you. And by the way, it's so funny. It's like, I was thinking, as I go through your feed, there's so much content.
Yeah.
I mean, you're so good at it. You're so good at it. But what's beautiful is like, you don't, no shade on any of the artists who just play a guitar and sing a song on a porch, or not even on a porch. I don't know where Zach Bryan does it, but he does it. And I always go, it's such a cheat code, 300,000 views or 300,000 likes. And it's just him singing. I wish I could do that. It's more for me than just that. And then I look at yours and I'm like, you're doing way more. You've got fucking full-blown production, top to bottom, new bars. I got to find out what 16 bars is. Why is 16 bars so interesting? Is it just 4 sets of 4?
It's a traditional verse structure. Depending on the BPM, that's about time for a chorus.
Do you find
by the time you hear 16 bars, it's about time for a chorus.
Really?
Right now, it's probably getting less. It's probably like 12 bars is time for a chorus now. And these songs, it was, 16-bar song was cool like 10 years ago, whatever, when there was 4-minute songs. Now every song is 2 to 3 minutes, and you want to hear the chorus. I mean, this clip culture, they don't even want to hear the whole song. So It's like, so now the song's getting short. Everybody's attention spans are fucking bottoming out. No one can fucking look at something or hear something for 3 minutes. So it's like, yeah, even the verses are shrinking.
Yeah. Do you ever find that you wake up in a flow state where it's like, shit, I'm on today?
No.
Really?
Something needs, it doesn't happen right when I wake up. I don't think I'm really a morning person. Like, it takes a little bit, couple interactions or like a walk.
How does
something
it
like
happen? I'm curious how it happens. So I tell you how it happens for me.
Uh-huh.
I wrote a thing for my TV show today. It may or may not make it in. But it was all in my head. And then I started laughing so hard.
You got it.
Everyone just started watching me going, what's happening? And I can't stop laughing. I had to go into the other room because I was crying.
That's incredible.
And yeah, but it all happened in my head of like a make-believe scene that I go, and then I call my producers and my writers. That's why they were here today. So I had 2 scenes that I wrote, and I wanted to sit with them and tell them the scenes. I go, maybe it'll make a show, maybe it won't make it in the show. I don't know, but
I want to get into some of that shit. TV shows, movies.
Yeah,
I want to do some other things.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sick of doing just reels and music, and you know, I want to do something new. I feel like this is kind of the end of a chapter. When my record comes out, that I've made a lot of records. I've toured a lot. I'm gonna work this record. I'm gonna tour this record. I'm gonna go as hard as I can, and then I'm gonna let go, take a step back and just look around.
What do you want to do?
I got a couple scripts. I like to paint. I like to do pottery.
I can't tell if you're fucking with
No,
me right
I'm
now.
serious. I'm an artist. I do all types of art. Like
Really?
I have scripts. I'm
believe
creative
the
all
scripts.
over the place.
The second I heard pottery, I just have a visual of you and Wonka.
Just
Wonka behind you holding your hands. Like the movie Ghost. Did you ever see the movie Ghost?
We're gonna start a gay pottery company where men get together and
all pottery companies are gay.
So yeah. I don't know, man. It's a.
Have you ever seen the girls who do the dicks on pottery?
Oh yeah. I mean, that's how you do pottery, man. I've done that. So yeah, I would take a step back and do some new shit. But like that flow state is great, and sometimes that ideas pop up into my head, and sometimes like it's a color I need to put on a painting, or like my painting's been stuck for 2 weeks. I got it now. I want to paint right now. I got to get over there.
Really?
You know, or it's a lot of times I wake up in the middle of the night and just be like. Wait, hold up. Should we listen to my last nighttime? They're fucked up. Sometimes it's like, who knows what they're gonna sound
I do
like.
it with dreams.
Oh, here's my last one.
Yeah.
I fucking rock that shit, man. I fucking rock that shit, man. I fucking rock that shit, man.
That's awful. That was bad. That one was like hell, fucking something shit, bitch, something. I should be doing that. Yeah, so that's when I'm on, baby. Woo! I have a million ideas and they're all great.
Wait, let's see what my notes are. I have
Horny
notes.
Spotify ad. I can't do this. I can't just like go scroll through my phone. Like
I have
who knows
notes,
what's gonna come up.
And then I have like I write down my dreams if I wake up. Like the last dream I had was pretty rough. And there was 10 of us and we were in Rogan's new studio. And
He's got another new studio.
No. It was just a new studio. And the reason I know I had that dream is before we moved to Austin, he was going to buy this compound at the top of a mountain. It was this whole fucking thing. And it was so bad. I think there were zoning problems with it, is why he didn't. It was a compound on top of a mountain. He was going to buy that and do a studio there. Yesterday, we shot at a compound on top of a mountain. And I was like, fuck, is this what he was going to buy? Because it was crazy. It was insane. And the dream was there were 10 of us and we were at his new compound to do the podcast. And we were all getting seats and it was like, and he goes, Bert. And I was like, what's up? And he was like, get in that seat. And I was out of 10 of us. And I was like, in my head, I was like, I'm probably not the best guy to get in the seat. I said that. I was like, there's like 10 great comics here. In my head, I was like, I think I'd be better. And then he goes, no, not you, Bert. Good call, not you. You're drunk. No one wants to listen to you drunk. And I went, huh? And then he goes, can you make sure the door is shut? And then everyone else started getting in seats, and I have a seat, and I went to shut the door, and I unplugged the whole podcast.
Because you were angry or something?
No, because I was drunk.
Oh,
and then I had to
made
plug it in real quick, and everyone was like, did you just unplug that? And I was like, and then he's going to be so pissed. But then I woke up with depression, and something happened I got online immediately, and then I called Leanna, and she's like, and then I was like, I'm going to shit blood.
Yeah, we can't. I want to get offline eventually too.
Do you find yourself happier offline?
Probably. I don't remember. Like what the fuck? Like Me and him were like on tour or whatever, and his phone went out, and just all those moments where everyone's chilling. Every single person, can we just talk about it? Everybody does this. Everyone is addicted to the phone. It used to be I used to fucking shit. I'd have a phone. Now I'm pissing and I'll take out my phone. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing with that thing?
I watched a guy get into the fuck. I mean, it was so crazy. We were in an elevator in North Carolina, and I watched this guy get into the elevator with his wife, and he was on Instagram, and he's talking to his wife, and he's scrolling, talking to his wife, scrolling, and he's like, yeah, scrolling, and then all of a sudden it was a snowboard video, and he watched it, and I watched it. I'm watching him, and I watched it, and I was like, good stop. Like, that's a good stop. And the guy was snowboarding, and he hit a flip and landed it, and then in my head, I said, I thought there'd be an avalanche here. And then he must have thought that, and he started scrolling. And then there was this bikini girl with big tits, and he kind of tilted his phone so me and his wife couldn't see it. And then I realized we're both hitting endorphin, right? We're both hitting like serotonin, and he's doing it in front of his wife. Like, he's with his wife.
He doesn't even know. He doesn't know.
I don't want to be with you so much. I'm going to scroll and not be with you. And then a hot chick came up, and his wife was a dump truck. I mean, she was not attractive, and he was in good shape. He was in good shape. Like, he looked like, he didn't look that bad. And I was like, whoa. And then I was like, I need to like get rid of tits on my phone. So that's wildly inappropriate to my wife.
Well, I'm thinking people are like, well, it's your algorithm. It's your algorithm. But you know how unnatural this fucking shit is? So in real life, if you're at a grocery store or whatever and you're shopping and you hear, hey, what the motherfucker you done? You're going to look, oh, they're about to fight. You know, boom, there's a fight. Or in real life, if we're sitting here and someone knocks on the door, I'm naked and it's the best titties you've ever seen in your life, and she walks in here, it's unnatural. We're not supposed to see that kind of shit that fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe that the baddest bitch in your entire life, you see one of them every 5 or 10 years or something. Now we're not supposed to see that shit.
Nipples.
Like that.
Nipples were supposed to be like if you saw a woman's nipples, you were supposed to be like, holy shit, like tap your friend on the leg. Dude. Now they show up and you're like, I know, I've been looking at them all day.
You got nipples in your feed?
Can I tell you the craziest nipple story ever? By the way, very seldomly would someone say, I have a good nipple story. I was in Miami. I hope this girl's listening to the podcast. I was in Miami doing audio for a Travel Channel show, Bert the Conqueror. And I walked in, and the girl doing the reception desk had a lightweight cotton white shirt with a V-neck. And she had big breasts, but you could see her breasts. And then you could see nipples on top of her breasts. And so...
That's usually where they are?
No. They were like boobs on boobs. It was like a hat on a hat. They were
puffy nipples?
I didn't know. So, but I definitely looked. I didn't realize she saw me look. So I go and I do my audio session, and I come out, and I said, thank you. And she goes, I need you to sign this real quick. And I went, oh, okay. And I went to sign it, and I take another look, and she goes, I have puffy nipples. And I went,
I was right.
And I went, excuse me? And she goes, I saw you look, I have puffy nipples. And I went, I'm so sorry. And she goes, no, don't be ashamed. She said, I actually have, what was the thing they used to have, the pages they used to have, not Tinder, not Tumblr. Was it Tumblr? She goes, I have a Tumblr account called Puffy Nipples.
Wow.
Check it out.
So it was like another bump, and then the areola is swole.
And I mean, it couldn't have been a better payout. It was her puffy nipples.
She showed you?
It was on her Tumblr. They don't have Tumblr anymore, I don't think.
Oh, yeah.
And Tumblr, puffy nipples.
Let's see them.
It's not Puffy Nipple Paradise.
Oh, yep. There's some puffy nipples.
But it was crazy.
Yeah.
And so she was like,
those are cool.
And well, they're cool. It's not what I have, or what my wife has, rather.
What I have.
But it was.
Oh, yeah, dudes with puffy nipples. Have you seen them?
By the way, I've seen dudes with puffy nipples.
What?
I was about to tell you a secret, and I was like, I'm not getting away from the mic.
What? Oh, yeah.
You
leaned in.
The first puffy nipples I ever saw was a dude I grew up with, and I would always call him. I would always mention them, and then one day he goes, "Hey, can you please stop?" Like I'm really self-conscious about them. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I just noticed them. He was like, yeah, everyone notices them. They all bring them up and then you bring them up first. And I was like, okay, I'm sorry. But what a payoff is the girl tells me I've probably been able to check out my Tumblr.
Check out my titties.
And then I go and it's her. It's her. And I was like, shut the fuck up. And then
How long ago was this?
Season 2 of Bert the Conqueror. So I was 38 years old.
Oh, so she might not have been trying to fuck yet.
Oh, she would. Well, if you're trying to fuck, I think 38 Bert was the year.
It was the one?
That was the one you want to fuck.
Oh, well, you're okay.
50. I mean, if we're talking
the vintage,
about like
the 53 vintage.
the 53 Bert, it's a bigger bodied taste.
Is that how old you are right now?
Yeah, 53 Bert is a 53 Bert.
Juicy, powerful. Powerful.
It's got a lot. It comes with a lot.
Yeah.
Like if it's more than just a wine, in my opinion, it's a meal.
Okay.
A 38 Bert, a quick drink, you can in and out in a second. Not a lot to offer for a meal wise. Like,
but 53 Bert's got power.
I don't know about power, but money.
Stamina, money.
If
well,
you're
the money
young,
is power.
if you're young, a 53-year-old Bert would be perfect for you. You wouldn't know what you got into.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm drinking a 55 Leanne, and it's dry.
Yeah, nice. It's a dry.
It's very honest.
Red
it's
dry.
Very
it's a dry. It's a dry red.
It's very hard to impress a 55 Leanne.
Yeah.
She loves 53 Bert, but she's been drinking it her whole life. So I don't think she never got to taste
38.
it at
She never had a 38 Bert.
Mature.
She never had a 38
She had
Bert.
38 Bert, but she's been drinking it so much that 53 Bert and 38 Bert are the same
Bert.
taste.
Same batch.
But to anyone who drank like a fucking 22-year-old Bert, a 53 Bert is what they wanted the whole time. They just weren't going to sit around on that bottle for that long.
Yeah.
Leanne just got into this bottle.
Saved
on
the bottle.
accident.
Kept the bottle.
She bought the bottle, and I got to be honest with you, I don't think she opened it up out of her closet one day and was like, "Oh, this is nice. I think other people want this."
Yeah.
And now, but
still here.
It's not going anywhere. Man, I'll tell you what. Pull up a picture of Leanne's tits from the other night.
What?
Oh, hold on.
Do you do this? Are you is this?
Oh no, not like a cuck. No, pull up our picture. Look at this. Is 38 Bert. It's kind of like that's a different Bert.
That's you?
Yeah.
That doesn't even look like you.
I look like I'd be on Jackass or something.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, like I look like a Dak Shepard light.
Yeah, that does. Yeah, you look better.
More hair.
You look horrible.
No muscle structure.
Yeah, you look better now.
I look way better now.
You do.
I look way better now.
Good job.
Wait, pull up the picture of me and Leanne on my Instagram. I look 55 Bert's not bad.
You look good too.
That's my address.
Oh.
So do you remember when I just said, who did I say it to? I go, I'm bad with, where did you find that? Did I post that on Instagram? No.
Oh. See how paranoid, this is another reason where I'm like, man, I'm sick of this shit. You're more famous than I am. And I'm already like the constant feeling observed or watched everywhere you go. I don't trust myself to post anywhere but my studio. Because they'll be like, yep, or you zoom in the background and there's a fucking piece of mail that now you doxed. Now, like.
I'll take it one step further.
You get sick of this shit? You're just going full frontal, full speed ahead.
I'll take it one deeper. So like I'm past that. Like I'm way past I doxed myself 5 times.
Do you need security and shit?
Oh yeah. Oh, 100%. 100% I need security. Without a doubt. Yeah, I've fucked up big time. I gave out, it got bad. The time that, like, if you, by the way, if you're listening to this and you hate me, you're going to love this. And I know that 35% of my listeners just hate listening to this. They just hate me so much.
Oh, motherfuckers do hate you.
Oh,
I looked you up on some.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that. No, I don't need to know about it.
They do it to me too. I'm looking at him.
Yeah.
I'm like, look at all these comments. He's like, why the fuck are you looking at that?
Yeah, well, yeah,
it comes with the game, bro.
Well, it comes with the game. And listen, I've talked shit about people that I thought were assholes. And then I met them, and then I'm like,
and then they're not.
And then the second they're sweet.
Like Lil Yachty.
I love that person. Like if Lil Yachty came up and was like, I'm bummed. I talked shit about Jack Harlow the other day.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I don't
that
really
Chocolate King?
I don't know anything about Jack Harlow. That's what I talked about.
Yeah.
It was like he was getting lit up. Some girl said
he got lit up. Yeah.
Yeah. Some girl said she's gonna mace him
yeah.
stealing their culture.
Yeah.
But it did look ridiculous.
Yeah, it
this
was.
outfit.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And I was like, someone's got to. He's got to have one black friend to be like, you can't wear that, man.
Well, yeah, saying you got blackers, hella funny to me too. Like that's crazy.
But if Jack Harlow came up to me and was like, "Hey man, I'm really bummed you talked shit about me," I'm not sure he wouldn't say. He'd be like, yo, bro, yo, bro,
Hey, yo,
bro, you talking shit about the king.
Okay, so,
And then I'd be like,
which is this hypothetical or did this happen?
it's hypothetical.
Oh, okay.
And then Jack's like, shit, can I play against some conversation?
Uh-huh.
And I'd be like, what's up, Jack? He'd be like, Bert, baby Bert, Bertie Bert. I'm doing my black guy impression.
Yeah.
And
it sounds like him like on a fucking Japanese
and then he's
accent or something. You have no idea what you're doing.
Then he goes, hey, can I lose the act? And I go, yeah. And he goes, hey man, it's Jack.
Yeah. Hey man, it's finally it's
listen,
me.
dude.
It's me.
I'm such a fan. And I saw you talk shit about me on Two Bears. And I listen to it every morning when I do Pilates. And I just want you to know, I'm bummed.
Mhm.
I would be like, Jack, I'm so sorry. I would honestly say that.
Yeah.
Like I've talked shit about people a lot.
Well, this podcast shit, bro, you talk the whole time
Yeah.
and you don't know what you're gonna say 5 minutes from now. You can get into trouble, man. That's how it's like.
Yeah, and what for the people that hate listen, and I know you're listening, and I appreciate your subscription. If you just use my promo code, that's all I want. Like you can hate listen, just use my promo codes, and just like to almost like I know you're making money making hate videos off of me. Can you just pay it back and go? All right, I'll use your promo code, and then by the way, do it and laugh to yourself and go. All right, I use this promo code, but like this is the worst. Is I gave out my number got doxxed, and people had access to me to call me. And there was a solid day where I received phone calls where people got to talk to me and tell me off. And it hurt.
You answered your phone?
Like a regular person. I was like, hello?
World famous comedian.
I don't
get a number that you don't recognize. You go, oh, hello, talk to me.
Yeah, that's how phones work.
Jesus Christ. Ain't no way I'd answer something I don't know.
For real?
No way in hell.
Oh, I got texts. The one that I hope you still hate me and are still listening. The one that got me the hardest was like, I used to have this bit. It was a bit, the truth is, so for my buddy had a storytelling show. Sometimes when people didn't know how to tell a story, he'd send them to me and I would tell them.
Coach them up.
And I'd tell them how to tell their story. I'm a really good storyteller. And I can, if you tell me a story, I can cut all the bullshit out and tell you what's important about your story, what a listener wants to hear. I can also help you with an arc and a solid beginning and a solid end. Mm-hmm. And so I used to say, people would tell a story at a party and I'd be like, let me tell your story real quick. And they go, what do you mean? I go, can I tell your story? But if like, so that you know how to tell it in the future.
That must suck. That's like me listening to music, but I get a choice when I do it. You talking to someone, you must be like, oh, damn, man. You must be critical. Like,
but it was only when it was a great story. And not for everyone's story.
All right, yeah.
So let me give you an example. I'll give you a perfect example. My buddy, John Mans, had one of the most incredible stories I've ever heard. I'll tell you the short and long of it, and then I'll tell you how long he normally told it. He normally told it at about 15 minutes. This is the very short of it, and this is all you need to know. He's a photographer, and he went out to shoot the world's 10 deadliest snakes in a desert, but they needed it to look authentic to a desert. So they drove 2 hours outside of the city into a desert, and they brought out the 10 deadliest snakes. So they shoot them one at a time in the desert, right? 1, 2, 3. They get to the fourth one, it's a spitting cobra. They put it in the sand, and before anyone gets their cameras out, it squirrels up to their Jeep and climbs into their Jeep. Already, he's 7 minutes in, and I'm like, John, you got to get to the part where it gets in the Jeep. And they say to them, does anyone want to look up under the Jeep to see if they see it? And they're like, it's a spitting cobra.
Yeah.
No. And they're like, all right, we'll wait it out. So what they do is they camp around the Jeep far enough where it can get away from them and not bite them. And they sit until the sun goes down. And now they're sitting in the dark, knowing there's a spitting cobra inside a Jeep that hasn't come out, and they can't see the sand.
Great story.
And they're like, all right, fuck it. Let's just get in the Jeep and we'll drive back to the camp. And they drove, 4 hours back in the desert. in a Jeep with a spitting cobra.
They didn't know where it was.
And 9 of the deadliest snakes in the world in a bag driving through the Jeep. He goes, everything that touched my leg was like, ah!
Oh.
So then they get to camp where their tents are and they pull the Jeep up and he's like, all right, everyone go to bed. And he goes, there's still a spitting cobra up there.
I know.
By the way,
damn.
that's all the stuff you need to know about the story. 17 minutes.
Yeah,
He's telling you about the
I think
cameras.
that took a minute or two.
He's telling you about. I go, can I just tell you how to tell your story? And he'd be like, well, how do I tell it? I go, just tell it like this. By the way, that guy John Mans had some of the best stories I'd ever heard in my entire life, but he would just long wind them out. And I'd be like, so I'd do that at parties. Like someone would tell a story. Leanne would tell the greatest story, and then I'd get in the car with her. I go, can I tell you how to tell your story? I go, it's really important that it's Halloween. You dress as Roller Girl. No one else dresses in costumes. That's important. Everyone feels that. Everyone showed up in costumes, and they made you take your skates away. So now you're just a girl in socks.
Yeah, that's
Right?
great.
It's a good, really integral part of the story. And then the swing up is you get invited to the slumber party. The swing down is that you don't know anyone. And I go, let me just tell you how to tell your story. Man, this guy.
You're a story coach.
Easy. If you tell me, if you don't know how to tell a story, and you tell a story to a party, and I can tell if it's a good story, and then I can tell you real quick, like, let me just skinny up your story. It's just a stand-up comedy. I've been telling stories professionally for 25 years.
Right.
So I get a fucking phone call, and I go, hello? And he goes, I can't believe it's you. And I go, oh, hey, what's up, man? Thinking it's a fan. My number got doxxed, and he goes, you are the worst narcissist I've ever fucking met. And I was like, hello? And he's like, to think that you should tell someone's story to them, it's their fucking he
Was
wrote,
that John Mann or the snake guy?
No, it was not John Mans.
Oh.
What if it was John Mans? No, it was John Mayer. It was John Mayer.
John Mayer. John Mayer.
But I remember that guy called and I listened and he told me off. I don't know what happened to him as a child. That his thing that day was to call me about this. He must tell horrible stories. I bet when he tells a story, he's like, and then I was online and I'm searching and I'm searching and I'm searching. And then I find Bert Kreischer. Now do you know so I first discovered Joe Rogan, and it's the longest winded story. And then finally he never gets to the part where he calls me.
So, you know you're doxxed.
Yeah.
You keep answering just for
one day.
You're curious.
For one day. And then I call for one day. And by the way, my texts, I started getting crazy texts. And I was like,
new phone.
I was like, I can't allow people to have access to me like this.
Hell no.
But what happens, it sucks, is like I've only had one phone number. I still have the phone. One of my assistants has it.
Is this all the fucking promo codes you have?
Go to Magic Spoon, use promo code BURNING, magicspoon.com. Rough Greens, promo code BURNING. Lucy Goods, promo code BURNING. Liquid IV, promo code BURNING. Game Time, promo code BURNING. Get the Game Time app. It's really awesome. Cigars International, use the promo code BERT. BetterHelp. And by the way, if you hate me, you need therapy.
Hey.
You need fucking if you hate me, dude, listen. Can I do a BetterHelp promo real quick? If you're hating anyone, you need therapy. You shouldn't hate anyone. You should love everyone. The beautiful thing in life is to wake up and see beauty everywhere. I can't imagine a world, you see it. You ever drive down the street and see someone just having a shit day?
Yeah, me.
And you realize that all they did was wake up and get in their car and they're already like scowl on their face. BetterHelp has amazing therapists. They've got therapists that may not be in your location, so they can specialize in your own. Maybe you had a dad that fucking sucked, right? Or maybe you had a mom.
What? Yeah, what? Yeah.
All I'll say is you don't deserve this. You don't deserve to hate something that isn't real in your life. I'm just a podcast. I'm just a comedian. This is just a rapper. He's just a guy who grew up in Minnesota. If you hate Prof, there's no reason for you to hate him. He's just an artist making things. If you hate me, my only goal was to make you laugh, but you took it as an affront to you.
Talk your shit.
Get a therapist at BetterHelp.com.
Talk your shit.
Use promo code BERT. And you can get a therapist matched usually within the same day. And if you don't like your therapist,
talk your shit.
They can change your therapist in usually the same time. They're proven. They're so good. BetterHelp.com. Use promo code BERT. And if they ask where you heard about them, tell them Prof and Bert sent you. I mean, it's so crazy like that someone would, it's wild. Because when I first saw you, I was like, nice. Isn't that crazy?
Nice.
I was like, yeah, but I was like,
Nice.
this is all the shit I like. And then there's someone that saw you that was like, fuck
this.
Isn't that crazy?
Fuck this dude.
Isn't that crazy?
I mean, I got a real slappable face sometimes, you know, so I
think you're attractive.
Wow.
I really think you're attractive.
Shit.
No, you are an attractive man.
I'm a LA 7.
You are a hood 10.
That's all that matters.
You're a hood white guy 10.
That's all that matters.
Because you got all the good hood energy. Like you could put on just about any set of oversized clothes with a menthol cigarette and look like you fit in.
You're talking about my 20s. Mm-hmm.
Nate, let's go through brands that we no longer wear that were the shit back in then. I'll start. Z Calvarici.
Dickies.
Dickies?
Actually, I still kind of wear those.
Dickies, like, wait, are you talking like
big Dickie pants?
Okay, because I got into, for a period of time in like 97, 98, I was into what would be called Johnny Knoxville Dickies. Pull up Johnny Knoxville's got the coolest style in the world.
I fuck with Johnny Knoxville Dickies now. The high waters?
Yeah. Johnny Knoxville's
That's
style
my shit
is
right
fucking
now.
sick.
That's my style. That's my shit right now. High water Dickies.
So I met Johnny Knoxville in 1997 and.
Yep, I fuck with something like that sometimes.
Oh,
but I'll put on some like dress shoes and a weird sweater.
You got great style.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. I met Johnny Knoxville in 1997 and I borrowed his style not knowing he'd be famous.
Oh.
Isn't that crazy?
Really?
I started dressing like that in 1998.
Oh, he got famous on you, didn't he?
He got famous, but I'd seen his style and it was so cool.
He was the shit. He still is the shit.
He still is the shit.
I fuck with him so hard heavy.
Dude, I fuck with Johnny Knoxville in a legit fucking way. I don't think and I have a bad memory. I met him in 1997. I ran into him since, but I don't think I've talked to him in like probably 25 years.
You should have him on your show. Reach out.
I'm going to pass.
All right. Okay.
I got nothing to talk. What am I? Honestly, can I tell you what I talked to Johnny Knoxville about? Do you remember the time you met me?
Oh, he's been doing shit. You can ask questions.
But here's the problem. I'm just going to ask. I don't have any good. I'm not a great interviewer. I don't know if you could tell.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But you could just still ask him some shit.
I look for a vibe.
Yeah.
When you used to try to fuck chicks, were you about Tai Chiing their energy or giving them your energy?
When I was what?
When you would try to fuck a chick, right?
Oh, yeah.
Were you about like, it's game time, you're about to meet the star, I'm about to show you how special I am? Or were you like, hey, show me how special you are, I'm going to Tai Chi your energy into me fucking you?
It has to be 50-50 for me. I gotta go. Like if a girl's like, second questioning anything, I'm like, that's wrong. I don't know. It's got to be a spark on both. Wow, it's got to be both.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
it can't be like, ooh, let me dance. Let me do some like mating ritual dance or something like
That's
that. Like,
all I did.
Yeah. You were a peacock, dance around the room a little bit.
I was talking
popping
to you,
lock. Ooh.
Yeah.
You know. No, like I like the chick who'd meet me in the middle. I wouldn't always be the one just like hollering, just going out my way doing shit.
Oh,
doing
I'm
too
a
much.
peacock.
Oh hell no. I like to. It's got to be even. I could take a step here, make a joke, boom. Then I need to see a look, and then I need you to say something, then I'll give a look, and then boom, 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 boom. Because I can't be like, man, if I gotta do a lot to win over a chick, like man, then like I just feel that's. I don't know. That's not my style.
Kind of like the work.
Yeah.
My wife was a lot of work.
Yeah. But you did it though.
Yeah. It was like it's a great analogy. My wife was like a renovation house that kept falling down.
Ooh, kept falling down?
Where I was like, I kept losing the property.
Yeah.
I met her
kept getting evicted?
Times.
You kept getting evicted.
I met her 3 times before she figured out who I was, and then dated her for like 2 months, 3 months, and then she dumped me, and then I won her back. Yeah, she's a house. She's like your dream lot where you're like, this is my house, and then all of a sudden you see Persians moving in. You're like, what the fuck? I thought I was gonna live there.
Was it a Persian who did it?
No.
Okay.
No. It was Bernard Hopkins.
Next time you have to have Wonka up here too. He's quick.
How did he get Wonka? Is it from Willie?
Yeah, Willy Wonka. His name's Willy, yeah. His real name's Willy.
Hold on, it's because you're chocolate? Oh, okay. It's
Willy
because
Clay.
I'm chocolate.
Willy
Hang around a lot of white
Wonka.
guys are like,
Chocolate.
it's either pudding pop or Wonka.
Yeah.
Do they even have pudding pops anymore?
Nah.
Do you remember them?
Nah.
I hate that this is that I'm so much older than you, that all my references are like, you're like, I don't know, man, I was in diapers.
Don't you interview just, I'm not even young, bro.
You're 41.
Yeah. You don't have any people in their 30s or 20s here who are like, yeah, remember 9/11? Like, I remember 9/11.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? I'm going to my merch girl. I'm like, yeah, 9/11.
Where were you at 9/11?
I was in high school, man. We got the shits wheeled right on outside on the TVs, everything, man. Senior year in high school.
They wheeled the TV. That's a television.
Oh, shit. Just
That's
watching
a tube. That's
Wow.
a tube.
Yeah. Yeah,
God.
saw it like that.
And did you think at any time were they like, Minnesota's next?
Oh yeah, because we have like 3M there, or like some like nuclear shit, some important shit is there too.
That's
And
narcissism.
Right when they hit Pennsylvania, we were like, oh, it's gonna be everywhere. Because remember that they weren't like, one fell down in Pennsylvania, and we weren't sure like what the target was.
Yeah.
So when they were like, then they hit the Pentagon. Then they were like, no, one's in just Pennsylvania. Then we were like, oh, then like downtown shut down, and like we all shut down and like went home once the Pennsylvania thing went down.
I walked outside of my house in the Hollywood Hills and looked up as if, where is
Yeah, where's it coming from?
Yeah, and I was like, they're probably not going to target me.
Yeah.
They're like, where was Cecil B. DeMille's old house? You remember the director that no one remembers from the fucking 20s?
Yeah.
Do you remember the third house he had where he had a little bit of a studio where he'd have parties in the hills? Where is that fucking house?
No.
It's crazy that like everyone was like, we're next.
Yeah.
I was a grown up. I was in LA doing a television show, I think, or maybe not. 2001.
Yeah, I think
I remember when the shuttle exploded, the first one.
Oh yeah, no.
You weren't born.
Challenger, what was that called? I don't even know what that's
The
called.
Challenger. Yeah, and then they came out with the idea that they were alive when they hit the water. Did you hear that?
No.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
If you want to talk about like top 10 ways not to die, right? Number one's gonna be
Fire.
Sucking
your own dick. Sucking your own dick.
Sucking your own dick would be a weird way to die.
His mom walked in on him, by the way.
She thought I was singing.
He was.
I was so upset. I was like, I'm not singing. I'm fucking sucking my dick.
What, a Lou Reed song? He's singing Bruce Springsteen.
Who's that dude? Oh fuck.
Hey, little daddy, your daddy gone.
What?
Tom Waits.
No, not who's that? The Meatloaf. What's that Meatloaf song?
No, you're thinking of
Crash Test Dummies.
Test Dummies.
Yeah, are you singing Crash Test Dummies in there? Oh,
I fingered a chick to that song.
all right.
Wait, what is that? Yeah, please put a blanket on. Why did they make you lay down in old school therapy? All right.
We done?
No. Here we go. I'm going to do a therapy question. My bus just burnt down. What did it feel like when your house burned down?
It was sad.
What was the first object you thought, oh, you know what I miss? My ...
Dog.
Oh shit.
Just some good news. He broke through the window and he ran away and he was safe. We found him.
Oh.
So he lived.
He was like, fuck that house.
It's burning.
Can you imagine being a dog not really understanding what fire is?
Ow,
You're like,
what the fuck?
The fuck? Why is the world hot all of a sudden?
He was big though. He was a huge German Shepherd, so he was strong enough to think that he could break through a window, which is pretty cool. He was smart.
Yeah. Was he a rescue or did you buy him?
I don't remember. I was young, man. We just had a dog one
I
day.
can't remember how we got dogs when we were kids. Did we buy them?
I think so. I don't know.
Yeah. And then
Found
where
them.
did you live after the house burned down?
With my mom all the time. I didn't talk. I was kind of upset with my dad for a while.
You guys were on a breakup?
Yeah, maybe just a little bit. A little upset.
Is that why you burned the house down?
Yeah, we fought. We had a fight.
And then he took all your shit down.
And then I was like 14, 15, and I was figuring out that He was this. Okay, this sounds really fucking nuts. I can't be serious. Then I was figuring out like my life a little bit, and I was like, damn, this guy's like super weird. He's not now. He ain't normal. He's I was like, he's like, I didn't know how I couldn't diagnose him, but I was like,
you're not
he's fucked up. So then I stood up for myself. Big first fucking clash, big fucking alpha male shit, and we had to eat each other. He was either he eat me or like it was not going well. And then I stood up for myself, big fight, ran away, and then he must have went downstairs in the basement and burned the house down right then.
What was he trying to burn? Did you ever get an answer?
No. I wanted a fucking answer. I wanted to eventually in like 21, 22, like to come back and I wanted to be like, all right, I'm good enough now. Like I wanted to fight him really or sit him down and get an answer out of him, but then he fucking died. So all that shit's unresolved. You know what I'm saying? So that's all in my music.
Have you ever done therapy?
No, I don't think I need it. I put in my music, man, and I'm happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like have you ever had a bout with any type of bipolar shit?
No, not yet. I'm like waiting for it to come for some reason. I'm like,
usually it's showing up right now, right?
Okay, yeah.
Can I tell you the thing that fucks me up about social media? And this is probably the next step of where you'll head is why? Like,
you mean social media or therapy?
No, social media.
Okay.
You were talking about like getting doxxed and all that, and that's your fear is like what you share and whatnot. And then where I'm at now is why? Like why? Like
why are you on social media?
Why? Like I understand it's to sell tickets and it's to promote things and it's to make money. And I understand that this is cutting out a huge middleman. I mean, the idea that BuzzFeed is no longer a thing. I mean, the idea that Facebook would drive traffic to all these sites, and now the sites are gone, and it's really a monopoly of like Instagram, TikTok.
Well, now it's like Amazon. Now there's no more stores. It's all Amazon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the same thing is happening with social media.
And your social media is like, and the thing that really disheartened me is the monetization of sobriety, because I'm sober, so I'm getting a lot of it in my feed, because your feed ultimately is your subconscious. Your feed is your subconscious, whether or not you want to admit it. That's the things that are most important to you. The same shit you dream about is in your feed. It's you have no control over it.
I disagree a little bit.
Let's switch feeds.
Hell no.
Let me see your feed. Let me see your feed. And just put this one, like this right here. This is
what is that? The Discovery page?
The Discovery page.
I don't even know how to get there. Fitness, Shane Gillis, and the roast, and some fishing. That ain't bad. And music.
Yeah, it's probably all the shit you think
That's
about.
cool.
It's all the shit that where your brain, you can't help what you like.
Oh shit! What the fuck is this? Look at Olivia Wilde right now.
I know.
Okay, whatever. Let's put it down, man. Put it down.
You'd think someone would have stopped that before it started.
Whatever. So yeah, I agree. Why? And I'm talking to T-Pain and shit. We shot a music video with him last month or something, and I'm like, our first conversation, we both agree like, yo, this shit sucks, right? He sold his whole back catalog. He's not going to release anything on anything anymore. No YouTube, none of the platforms. He's going to take all, like, whatever, 2% of his fan base. Like, come over here. I got my own ecosystem for all that shit. I'm like, that's exactly what the fuck I'm on now too. It's like, I want to get off this shit.
Well, you start looking at like people. I mean, this is the grossest thing I've ever seen, and they say they're here to help, but people are celebrating. One of the things in AA they ask you not to do is like celebrate war stories of the times you partied.
Yeah.
That's one of the things they talk about. I only know that, so I went to a meeting, but now people have podcasts celebrating their war stories, and it's almost like the worse things they did, the more views it gets.
Totally.
And so now all of a sudden, it's the most toxic thing I've ever seen, and it grosses me out to watch people. Even if there's people I follow that they go, hi, my name's Dot, and I'm sober, ... years. Anyway, today I got up early, and you're like, hold on, you're not, so your sobriety defines you? I mean, it can if you wanted to, but that's like saying my drinking defined me. It never did. I am who I am, and if I choose to drink or not drink, it's not going to fuck with the person that's inside here. It may make it a little more interesting, but
There's nothing sensible on social media.
there's nothing.
There's nothing sensible goes viral. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
ain't gonna see that shit.
Although,
But you see it in life all the time. Sensible decisions by your friends and your family all the time, multiple times a day. You don't see that shit online.
it's, and then I started going, so wait, am I doing things to put them on social media? And does something matter if it doesn't go on social media?
I find myself every day, oh, I just did something cool. I should post this shit. And I'm like, just fucking stop that shit, man.
Yeah.
Just be in the moment.
But it's like even when me and you were together, there's a part of me that goes, oh, I should have gotten a picture with our writers and Prof. That would have been cool. And then we could have done like a video. Oh, and then I go, wait, or I could just introduce everyone. And then I have this toffee. I wonder if I should do a bit where we're all eating. And then I go, or then why do I have toffee out? Like, and then you start going like, so what's
Who
real?
are you living for?
Who are you living for? I mean, even this. Like, what if you had said to me, what if I had said,
I'd get
Just out of curiosity.
dinner with you. I'd get lunch with
no,
you.
but what if I had said, you would come over and go, I'd said, hey man, I don't want to podcast. Can we just sit and talk for 45 minutes? You'd be like, hey man, I got a fucking crazy day.
I would do that. I would have dinner with you, bro. I would have dinner with you. But maybe only once.
I've never, I had a grown man the other day ask me if I would go get coffee with him. And I was like, would you like to just be on my podcast?
Yeah.
Because I was like, I don't
Just get
know
on my
how to,
podcast.
I can do this way better than I can being intimate. And then we're sitting there and you're like, so it's so bizarre. Wait, you worked with E42?
Yes.
Well, you don't remember working with E40?
No, I just went blank. I thought you were, you said E40 and I heard something else, man.
I remember the first time I heard E40. I remember, it's crazy that I remember stuff like that, but I couldn't tell you who I was talking to last night. You know?
Right. I couldn't tell you either who I was talking to last night or what I did back then.
So wait, who did you work with that like was like an epic, like
T-Pain
for
was
you?
pretty crazy. He reached out to me, so that was the coolest thing about it.
Of course, he reached out. I could see him loving you.
Yeah.
I saw him last night.
He was like, he said something like, man, he was like talking about me on his own shit, like fan of Prof. I'm like, which is crazy to me because people ask me, how's the music industry? I'm like, I have no fucking clue. I'm in the Prof industry. I'm super independent. I don't know shit about
industry.
that. You know what I mean? So to walk to the comedy club and to have people like know about me, I'm like, well, y'all, what? I was just doing I'm just posting reels.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's cool, man. I'm blessed.
It's interesting that you're still shocked that everyone knows who you are. Everyone knows who you are. Like everyone knows who you are.
That's weird.
All of us do, but we're a small community.
Yeah, that's weird.
But this is your new album is going to be what, your 10th? No, your 8th?
I don't know. It's selling pretty good too. Go
Fuck
get it.
yeah.
If we have a couple, I don't know when this is going to come out, but if you want to get it, if it's in that first week or pre-sale, we have a chance to have the #1 rap album in the entire world. It's like, I can't believe we could say that.
That would be
but there's a chance, yeah. Like we're selling well.
It comes out June 26, 2026, 2626, 62626.
Damn.
That's a good that
Damn.
number I like.
Damn.
620. That's a good fucking 62626.
6.
I like that. It swings nice.
Mm-hmm.
And it's called Good Time Boy.
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. You got a link. You got an early link.
I'm gonna
Next time you're on a jog or working out, you got some time.
I'm telling you right now, I can jog to music a lot. Lately, I've been jogging without music.
I'm really curious to see if you cry at the end. I really want to know if
I
you
cry pretty easy. It's one of the things that people hate me.
I end the record with a song that it's taken me 6 years to write.
Really?
And I've tried many different beats. I bought tons of different, not bought. I made tons of different beats. It wasn't good enough. Got a composer. It was the most brilliant shit ever. Or for me, I'm proud of it. And I can't perform it without crying. I practiced it a million times. I did it live already, but I've probably practiced it 30 or 40 times. Every single time I've cried. It's just,
I can't wait to
it's
listen
wild.
to it.
Yeah.
So wait, do you ever stumble on your own lyrics to any old songs?
Yeah. If I haven't practiced them, yeah.
Do you have to? Because I can't remember any old jokes I've done.
Oh hell no. They'll be like, oh, play this song. I'm like, not a chance in hell. I got hundreds of songs.
There's a joke I have about going to a escape room with my family that I wrote. I was getting ready for my special, and my daughter Georgia called. She goes, "Are you talking about the escape room on stage?" I was on stage. I said, "No." I said, "Should I?" She goes, "Yeah, you remember it was that sketchy escape room on Lancashire? It was in a dude's house." I was like, "Oh yeah." And she's like, "It was the gay guy in the like silk thing with the cat, and we didn't know if it was really an escape room."
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Oh yeah." And then she's like, "Do you remember we all got locked in the room and Papa had a panic attack?" And I was like, "Oh, right. Well, I go, "What happened next?" And she goes, "Do you remember the thing in the wall opened up and we had to crawl through the wall?" And I was like, yeah, keep going. And she basically told it, and then I told it on stage off of what she said, and I only had like 3 weeks to work on it before I told it my special, and then I told it my special, and then I never told it again. So I only really worked on it for a couple months, and then I never told it again. I don't, and people are like, "Tell escape room." I go, "I don't know how it goes."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Yeah, but it happened to you." I go, "Yeah, but
I'm spending all that time drunk and wilding out in different cities and touring and shit. So I'll be like, remember that one time you you ate my goldfish, crawled up to my roof and jumped off into the tree. And I'd be like, don't remember. Sounds crazy.
What if someone goes, "My mom dated you in high school," and then do you go?
I haven't had that yet. No.
Oh, I had yesterday. I had 2 of them. His brother lived with you in college. Now look, I don't want to be a dick, but I lived with like 4 dudes. That's it.
Oh, who, bitch?
And he was like, and he said, I didn't know, but he said his brother's name. And I was like, oh, how's he doing? Right? He could be telling everyone I'm a liar, but I go, I would rather lie and let you feel comfortable than to call you out in front of 20 people and go, yeah, I don't know him.
Mm-hmm.
And then now your brother doesn't look like shit.
I do that all the time. I did that yesterday or 2
What's
days
that?
ago. I don't know, like, oh yeah, well, it's nice, good to see you again. I don't know.
I had a girl say, my mom dated you in college. I dated 2 girls in college. 2. Kristen Maddock and this other girl.
There's stories that I know aren't true.
Yeah.
And that are just crazy wild. And I'll let them go. Like,
do you remember the time you got naked and climbed to the top of that light post? I go, yes. I definitely never did that. I can't climb to the top of a light post.
yeah.
And I go, yes, I do. It was crazy.
I won't tell that.
No,
one.
tell it.
Then I gotta pee.
Well, we'll wrap it up.
Bad.
We'll wrap it up. We've been going.
Okay,
I've got a meeting in
I got a Santino after this.
whiskey ginger.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting.
I climbed to we were partying after a show. A bunch of fans. It's me getting drunk, saying, "Let's all go party, do some wild shit down by the lake or whatever."
Yeah.
And then somebody was like, "I got a shit," and I was like, "Climb to the top of that 30-foot statue, shit off that shit." And they were like, "Oh!" I had the whole place going crazy. Hey. And he was, have you heard of power dumping?
Yeah.
So I'm like, let's go. And we were rooting him on, and he just couldn't. And I just pissed me off. And I said, get the fuck down here, man. I didn't even have to shit. I said, let me get up there. So I climbed to the top of this 30-foot statue and just took a little one, but made it happen. It was nice being here, man.
It was such a pleasure.
Such a pleasure.
Hey, congrats on Good Time Boy. June 26, 2026. I've been a fan for a long time. It's good.
It was so good meeting you.
You're so much taller than I thought you'd be.
Oh, thank you.
6'2"?
Yeah, you're pretty buff too. You're doing good, man.
Oh,
Are you locked in? I'm gonna lock in with you.
I got 2 more months and then I lock out.
All right. Hell
Come
yeah,
lock
brother.
out with me.
I'll lock out with you.
You want to?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This episode was brought to you by The Machine.